that amazing?
Alright, hello Tube Dwellers and Arcanauts. The stream begins. Round of applause. I will wait. Try to get the top off my arc juice. How's everybody doing today? Good? Good. Excellent. Hello Nip Nip, hello Schweizer. Hello everybody. Hello Thras. Nice to be greeted so enthusiastically. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Okay, so thank you. Little caveat before we begin. My internet has been appalling all day. It's been just crashing for no apparent reason. So, if the stream suddenly stops for whatever reason, just hold on to your horses for like 30 to 90 seconds. I should be right back. Should be, unless, of course, you were all mean to me, and I decided to just leave. Alright, so, first proper, Shuriken Tark again. Yeah, this is like an old rookie arena deck of mine that I was looking back over. Yeah. Pretty basic. I think it's from like G4. I don't think I have any WNB or FOD cards in there. So, yes, today's stream, first unofficial one. So, the idea was that this one would probably be PvP, but I'm going to open it up to the crowd. So, vote in the chat. Just type in what you would like, PvP or PvG. And nobody say mermaid. It's not a thing. If we do PvP, then I'll be jumping in. Well, we'll put together a fun little deck. We'll run it in the friendly thing once or twice just to get a feel for it, and then we'll actually take it into the PvP arena. If you guys want PvG, then we will put together a fun little PvG deck and run that through either rookie or veteran, depending. We can also do draft, or we can do the lab. to go over the old cards again, depending on what everybody wants. So, Schweitzer says PvP, Thruss says PvP, Nip Nip is straddling the fence. Come on, Nip Nip, come on, just don't be agnostic, okay? It's wishy-washy. Pick one. Toughness deck, Pegasus. Don't know what that means, but okay. Yes, well, that's certainly a vote. Any plat PvP all the way to blow? There is only one PvP arena right now that goes to plat, isn't there? Because I don't think the mastery rank technically goes to plat. Yeah. Draft could be fun, Nip Nip. Yeah. Yeah, it could be fun for people watching. It's not my favorite mode, but yeah, I'll do it if there's enough votes. So far, there's 3 for PvP, 1 for toughness, and 1 for draft. I'll let the chat go for another couple of minutes in case any of you shy little lurkers. There's another vote by from Han on PvP. Okay, well, it looks like PvP's the way that everyone's shifting. Daily mission. Oh, no. Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, that would be a possibility. You can run basically any deck through that, so that's always fun. I like using daily missions for just testing silly little decks in. They can be pretty useful, honestly, just to see if you've missed out anything. I created a deck once that had no transformation, no capture, and no removal spells in it for some reason. I thought that would be a really good idea. And I ran it through the daily mission. I don't think I got through like medium or something before getting absolutely hammered. I have no idea why I thought that would be a good plan. Possibly somebody had dared me to do a creatures only deck or something like that. Anyway, okay, so PvP, it seems to be a 1 resource rush deck. Well, all right. If everybody wants PvP, then we will go for PvP. So now, vote for the showcased card. Ideally one that I haven't done in a previous video. So this tests whether or not you guys are actually Arcanauts. Say the wrong card, and you'll be thrown out of the clan. But yeah, we can do anything. The idea will be that we will take one card, we'll build a deck around it, then we'll jump into the PvP arena, and we will see how high we can get with that one single deck. My guess is not very. But it'll be a good indicator of why you should really be running at least 2 and ideally 3 decks. Can I do a mono light deck later in the stream, Thruss? Theoretically, yes, but in practicality, probably not. Simply because mono light would almost certainly require a light Triss +1 or a light Borrow +1, and I don't have either one of those because I'm not a millionaire. Tried that deck. Okay, hold on. Let me just look that up. 5FF B2DA. The Infinite Hyena King. Yeah, we're not doing that one. Yeah, I'm assuming that was somebody attempting to hide the net deck. Jurgen deck, clap. Possibly. Possibly. I don't know if I still have my Jurgen. I think I may have given it to somebody temporarily to use. But yes, we can try. Bronte Han. I don't know if I have Bronte, actually. I took a look at the card and I thought, not really so good. So I may not have bothered picking it up out of the store. Let's see. Oh, no, I do. I do have it. Cool. So what is that one? Absorbs 6 HP from creatures on the battlefield every turn. Deals damage equal to the sum of that amount to the opponent's creature with the highest HP. If there's a creature with 1 HP before it dies, removes that creature and enters the resting coffin. Oh, yeah. Now I remember that one. Yeah, there's some interesting tricks to be had with that. A Persona Merlin or a Persona Kirk. Yeah, okay. That's interesting, certainly. A Witch deck, Schweitzer? Yeah. Possible. I don't have enough mana, Shushu, and Chi-Chis to make one of those weird little decks, but I do have Baba, Xena, Jen, Skathach when she transforms, all that sort of thing. Clap, Jurgen deck, you said that already. You don't get the vote twice. So far, what have we got? We got Bronte, Infinite Hyena, Jurgen, Persona Merlin, Persona Kirk, Witch deck. Vampire Bronte. Okay, so we got 2 votes for Vampire Bronte. We can do that. Hey Calpesh, welcome to the stream. And you can never use Merlin, right? Yeah, he's one of those incredibly difficult cards to use correctly. He's like Miri or the guy I can never remember his name of, the one that fires off the 2 fireballs every couple turns. Bronte or Jurgen, says Thras. Okay, so that's like 2.5 votes for Bronte. It looks like Bronte's winning, which I'm not too bothered about, honestly. She's not an easy card to use by any stretch of the imagination, but she's not as terrible as you might think. Kronos, are you saying a defense deck, like using the Technician to buff the defense and then like shield throw? Tinotauros Thras, yes, that's the one that I was thinking of, the one that fires off the 2 things. Drag to Hell, Calpers. Yeah, well, if the deck includes Darkness, Drag to Hell is almost certainly going to be included. I think the card you were looking for, yeah, Mage Tenataros. Yeah, you're quite right, Thras. Yeah, Mage Tenataros. I have like a whole bunch of him, I think. He's, as I say, he's like Miri, but not as good, honestly. Tenataros. Because the problem is that you can't really direct where he fires off his ability, and he only does it twice every 3 turns as it goes. Yeah, it's always only twice. 2 random spots on the battlefield every 3 turns. So he's like Marie, but not quite so good. Our Lurker OP, yep, yeah, he is. Well, not technically overpowered, but yeah, he's a solid. An infinite Curse Doll deck. No, if I was going to do Curse Doll, then not infinite Curse Doll. We'd need to include like an Altar of Fire, stuff like that in there. Probably couple it with Trap in the Castle and Bard Song. And use Goblin Blin Blin for the hero, because his ability actually works out pretty well for that. Although the Awake hero also works out not too badly as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if the Cursed Doll's effect would actually activate the Awake effect. Altar of Chaos, Franz. Yeah, that would be for the Cursed Doll deck. Twilight, welcome to the stream. Bronte seems interesting. Yep, Bronte's interesting. Not, top tier, S tier card, but definitely not too bad. Lady Cher, Nip Nip, yeah, we can work her into just about any deck, really. Nikki, you're going to try and make my banner next week. Thank you. I appreciate it. You make the banner, I will upload it, and then everyone can witness your artistic gifts live on stream. So, the vote seems to be going in the way of Bronte. I think we can probably work in a Drag to Hell and a Lady Cher. That should be all right. Infinite 39-year-old. Yeah, no. I actually wonder how many of those Mage 39s I have. Just out of curiosity. Not that I'm actually going to do an Infinite Mage deck, but it'll probably be easier if I just selected light. Where is he? This is where I find out that I've given all of my Mage 39s away somehow. Oh, I've only got 2. Alright. Yeah, so I must have given away a whole bunch of them. They're not as viable as they used to be. Alright, so let's go with Bronte, since that seems to be where everybody is, where the most people are voting. Infinite Cell. That's a suicide deck. You use that to boost yourself quickly into gold in PvP Arena. Alright, let's build a new deck. And we want to start out with Bronte. And I'm hoping that I have a mana Death Cloud. What did I just say? Oh yeah, because it's light only. Alright, so we'll start out with Bronte. Now, then a closer's deck. that could be interesting, actually. I ran a closers deck for a little under a week, I think it was, when the CLO booster pack first came out. It was like 80% closers, and then the rest of it was obviously removal spells. It was pretty fun. I wouldn't advise it, but it was enjoyable. A C1, C2 deck. You're just voting for all the collaboration stuff now. Well, we'll see if we can work in some of the collaborations. A Persona deck. Yeah. There's a possibility. Hold on. If there's a creature with 1 HP before it dies, removes that creature. Yeah, okay. So I was going to say there's a possibility something like Skathach would work, but not with Bronte's ability, because you just get snatched away, which would be no good to us whatsoever. All right. Well, there was a vote for Drag to Hell, so we will put that in. An FOD deck. Could do. You really want to see Merlin. Nip. Yeah. Well, I'll take a look at him. Maybe we can work him into this deck, and if not, maybe I'll do just a quick Merlin-friendly battle at the end. The auto button. And new. That would be horrifying. All right, we'll go with the old version, I think, of Drag to Hell, because I like it better. All right, so Bronte, Drag to Hell. We'll probably want... Well, we would probably want Hellhound. But if we went... I'm not trying the auto button now, no. Use Fury, yikes. All right, so yeah, Hellhound would be useful next to Bronte's ability, but they do war for resources. Let's see if I have a mana Death Cloud first. Yes, Cloud. No, I don't. That's unfortunate. Okay. The auto button challenge. Maybe on Thursday's stream. Maybe we'll do like an auto button PVG challenge. See if I can see how far I can get with my win streaks with an auto button. Why is the best color dark, Johnny? The best color is not dark necessarily. Depends on what you're doing. Sickett, welcome to the stream. You can help us build this deck. We're building it around Bronte. I don't have a mana Death Cloud, unfortunately. Merlin seems entirely useless to you, Franz. Yeah, he's not a good card. You could put him into a deck, but you'd have to build around him, and obviously that comes with its own problem. It was pretty lonely on Twitch, was it? Yeah. Well, how many have we got on Twitch now? We've got 3 people on Twitch. That's not too bad. Use a high cost deck, Johnny. No, we're trying to climb. We're going to see how high we can get in the PvP arena with a single deck. It would be fun. The deck you're running was inspired by a fun pairing of auto, was it? Well, maybe on Thursday. I don't see PvP decks climbing the arenas too well. All right. So, unfortunately, we don't have a mana Death Cloud, which I could have sworn we did, but I probably gave it away to somebody. It seems to be a running theme with me. So instead, we need to figure out another good way of draining all the enemy health. So we can use a Dark Death Cloud, but a little bit of a war for resources there. What else drains HP? I mean, there's Jax, but again, pretty expensive. Shadow Vampire, but nerfed, and again dark, so that's not very useful. We can actually, I know what we can use. Hold on. Plate mail. Turn to Frog. Yeah, Turn to Frog's a possibility. The problem with that is you tend not to be able to keep it there. Turn to Frog would work, like, again, Petrify would work, but it wars for resources. Slap someone to death. Yeah, okay, we can include Slap, why not? But yeah, Plate Mail would be a good one. Because of Bronte's ability, there we go. because of Bronte's ability, we could slap plate mail onto something like a Doom Machine, and then like a Ritual of Darkness, our Bronte. She'd disappear the Doom Machine, and then she should transform, into the Resting Coffin, so she should actually be fine. You love Slab, do you, Nikki? Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad card, certainly. Lizardman, Jindairo, and Witch Xena deck. It's a bit... There's kind of doubling up, isn't it? They do more or less the same sort of thing. Or am I wrong? It's been so long since I've actually seen Jindairo. I generally only see him in Draft. Succubus Kiss, yeah, that's a good one. I think I've probably spelled that wrong. Let's try Lizardman. Lizard Nab. Okay. Lizardman. The genius compound of the Ritual of Darkness. It's not. I appreciate it. It's not a oh, that's why it wasn't working, because it's on light. Doi. Yeah, it's not a genius combo. It's just no, I think that's where my mind naturally goes whenever there's a sort of a card that can resist death. I just naturally go, whoa, Ritual of Darkness. Lizardman Jindairo, at the end of the turn, reduces the HP of all enemy creatures by 1. Yeah, so Xena and Jindairo just kind of double up their effect. Use white, dark, and blue. Is that a good deck combination? Yeah. Basically, anything is a good deck combination, provided you have a really good reason for the cards that are in there. White, dark, and blue is good. Just if you're running white, dark, and blue, make sure that you're running Turn to Frog in either the dark or the blue, because otherwise you don't have any transformation spells. That's one of the reasons why green is so popular, because it's got Capture, and it's got Cocoon Trap, and it's got Cocoon of Evolution. So it's got a lot of possible answers. So yeah, all right. So Jindairo and Xena, interesting idea, but yeah, they do kind of they kind of double up on each other. No, it's a -1. Darn it, the +1 variant's actually pretty darn good. No Lizardman Defender, no mana Lizardman Defenders either. Okay, so let's grab the... Whoops. My big fat fingers. White has Urgent Arrest, yeah, but I kind of assume that people don't have access to stuff like that, because it's millions and millions and millions if you can find it. You're running Dark and Gold, Nikki, and you really want a third in there, but you have no idea how to make a third. Is it really that much better to have 3? Yeah, it really is better to have 3 as a general rule. There are decks that lend themselves to sort of dual colors or monocolors, but that's when you're deliberately rushing towards a single win condition. Jur decks, for example, are almost always 2 colors, but that's because you need to rush as quickly as possible to level 2, get Jur out on the field, transform as quickly as you can, and get whatever's in his box, usually a Doom Machine, out onto the field. In most cases, you have to assume that the battle's going to last a fair amount of time, in which case you have to remember that if you have 2 colors and your opponent has 3, then every turn you naturally get 2 resources, but every turn your opponent naturally gets 3. So over the course of a match, your opponent will be getting way more resources than you, which puts them at a significant advantage. Mana Vampire +1 should fit with Bronte. Yep, that would work. I should have that. I gave a bunch of these away to friends and family when they started to get into the game, but no, yeah, I must have given it away. Unless I keep forgetting I've specified the resources. Ah, no, I didn't. Excellent. In fact, I have 2 of them. Nice. So yes, good thought. Let's put the Mana Vampire +1 in there. Boop. Yeah, Frog in blue, awesome card, low cost. Yeah, it is a really, really good card. Turn to Frog. If you want deck help, it's a subreddit you should consult. Subreddit or the line group or the unofficial forum. Any one of those 3. Mono deck user here, you agree with Arcstay. Thank you. PvP battle with subs. Yep, sure, I can do that. I mean, everyone will have an advantage because you all know what I'm running now. But yeah, I've got no problem with that. So we're looking at... I really wish I had Mana Death Cloud. That would work so well with this deck. Anyway, you don't have Mana Vampire +1. Guess you're done with this deck. You don't need the Mana Vampire +1. But yeah, it's a good way of getting an opponent down to 1 HP. How long have I been playing Mabinogi Duel? Since it first came out in Global, which must have been... Well, that must be over a year now. Yikes. That's a long time. Oh, and I was going to do Ritual of Darkness, wasn't I? Why do I keep touching that? There we go. Yeah, Ritual of Darkness. And we can work in a Lady Share or a Beautiful Prisoner Share or something like that as well, if people want that. There's a Ritual of Grim Reaper. Where's my Ritual? Where's my Ritual of Darkness? There it is. A 4-year and counting Mabinogi player. Yeah, I gave Mabinogi, the actual Mabinogi game, a try like 2 or 3 years ago. I enjoyed it, but I mean it's basically an MMO, and I don't know why, but I just can't play MMOs for very long. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. We might. The game was released in June. Yeah, and there's actually 3 games called Mabinogi. There's Mabinogi, which I think was the original one, is an MMO. Then there's Mabinogi World, I think, or Mabinogi Heroes, and then there's Mabinogi Duel. The Mabinogi one is like a proper MMO. The other one, the World of the Heroes, from what I can tell, is like a kind of a cartoony sort of game. And then Mabinogi Duel is the card game. So, yeah, I was gonna put in something like Cell Soul, but it occurs to me that we have no low-cost creatures in here, which is unfortunate. So, clarification. I can't remember RIP. Yeah, I have actually downloaded Path of Exile Nip Nip, and I'm very slowly playing it to get used to it. It's a lot of fun. I don't think I'll make it into a weekday stream, but what I may start doing is the occasional like weekend stream just for subscribers. So I will choose a game that has like a lot of scope, a lot of room, basically. A lot of people can join in, and then everybody that wants to play can play alongside. Which vampires are really viable? Never met Sera, Vera, Yura, or Marika in PvP. Yeah, those ones generally aren't considered to be too viable. Shadow Vampire obviously was amazing, and then he got nerfed. Normal Vampire is always good. Apart from that, it's a little bit tricky. There are the occasional deck which lend itself to a particular vampire, but in a general sense, honestly, I'd say right now, if you wanted a vampire that you could put into just about any deck, the only one I would say is viable is the normal vampire, and its mutant variants. Mabinogi Heroes was the beta name for a game called Vindictus, was it? I did not know that. I do play Vindictus sometimes myself. Hey Banker Mafia, welcome to the stream. And do I remember the first deck I ever made? I do, actually. I may still have it recorded. Hold on. No, dang. I must have accidentally erased it. No, I do remember it. The first deck I ever made, I actually got into the... what was it? I got into one of the really, really early top 10 event arenas with it, I think. It was... What was it? It was an inn... mercenary. I think there was a grave rat in there. It was a bit weird. People kept underestimating the inn, and that allowed me to snowball. I got from bottom PvP rank all the way up to PvP 1 with that one. Vindictus is set about 2 to 3 generations from the happenings of Mabinogi, and there's a lot of references. Oh, very cool. Arrow of Revenge, Kalpesh. Yeah. I would like to put in Arrow of Revenge. I would, but unfortunately, we need to put in a low-cost creature. So it'll almost certainly be Skeleton, but I could be persuaded to go with one of the Lady Shares. But I think we'll go with Skeleton, and we'll just give that a try. You remember your first deck, Nikki, because you're still running it. Well, it shows dedication. That's fantastic. I hope it's working out well for you, though, and you're not just sticking to it out of, persistence. Soul Drain, yeah, again, I would like to use Cell Soul, actually, for a quick boost into Bronte, but it means that we have no low-cost creatures to bring out if we start with Dark Resource. And I really do want some board presence. I mean, if you see my videos, you know that I'm basically a defensive player. I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait, and then I look for the opportunity and then I take it. It's working out way too well, is it? So good that you don't feel the need to change to a different deck. Okay, now light I think is actually where we'll use Lady Share +1. Because if I have it, I must have a Lady Share +1. Yeah, there we are. I was going to say. It would be very unlike me to not have a Lady Share +1 for every possible color and type. So we'll do that because light doesn't really have any good starting drops. The best one it has really is Flying Swords. If it helps, you're willing to give me a Mana Death Cloud at minimum price if I have you in friends list and it doesn't take too long. I really do appreciate that, Twilight. I do actually have you in my friends list. If you wouldn't mind passing that across, I'd really appreciate it. It's based off of things kill me. You do Altar of Chaos, Chaos Ship, bad luck after attacks, Chaos Ship, you get +3, Dark PR round, which usually... Okay, that sounds complicated, but fun. Pung Kaiden. Yeah. Light Elf, Shinster. Yeah, I mean, I could put that in. No love for the Light Elves. I got out of the habit of using elves, honestly, when Heavy Offering became a big thing, but I could put it in. The only reason I'm putting in the Lady Share is because it was requested earlier. Do I drink whiskey, Johnny? No, this isn't whiskey. Apart from anything else, YouTube doesn't allow you to drink alcohol on it. No, I don't actually drink alcohol anyway. I never got used to the taste. It all tastes gross to me. So no, it's not whiskey or any other kind of alcohol. All right, so I could do, we could put in a light elf. What else in light? I really wish Fighter cost 1 less. I think he's an awesome looking card, but he's no good. Share is cool. Yeah, I love Share. I like how we're building a deck for half an hour. Yeah, I know. You people keep distracting me. Honestly, it was interesting looking back over the analytics for my last stream. While we were just chatting and we were building decks together, all of us, viewer count was really, really high. And then I started battling and the viewer count was like, no, we don't really care about this. And then we stopped battling and started talking again. The viewer count went right back up again. I am forced to the conclusion that you guys don't want to see me battle. You just enjoy hearing my dulcet tones. And my fancy headwear. Which, yes, I still have just in case. Can I suggest a substitution for the Mana Vampire +1? I will, Thruss. We're not into the mana section yet. But yes, I will definitely suggest a replacement for the Mana Vampire. Just want a friend. Then you must go forth and spread my word. You're not really looking, just listening to me. Yes. And yes, the hat, Schweitzer, the hat. Incidentally, I apologize if I'm getting your name wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Schweitzer, right? Okay, yeah, what are we doing? Let's put in a surprise attack. And I could really do with a solid light finisher. The problem is that normally you'd go for something like Scathach or something like that, but Bronte works against her. Is this a vampire deck? Yes, this is the Vampire Bronte deck. We're building a Bronte deck. Good, I'm glad I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Schweitzer. Detective Christie to protect Bronte when summoned. That would be a good plan, but I don't have her. Have I ever used Mr. Metal Gobble Gobble or Metal King Gobble Robot Hero? Yes, Snip Nip, I've used both of them. I got into the top 10 in Rookie once using the Metal King Gobble Robot. Holy Missile, yeah, that's a possibility. I'm thinking, though, because I had to use one of the slots for the plate mail in order for that tricky Doom Machine shutdown, I'm thinking... Though I need a creature in here. Johnny, Trump or Hillary Clinton? I'm not American, so neither. I don't get to vote. Let's see. Okay, so a decent light finisher that is not Scathach or any of the other invincibility-based creatures, because Bronte will accidentally kill them. So we can't use Jane, we can't use Scathach. Mistletoe would have been interesting, but not quite so good. Frye is a... no, Frye would have been an interesting choice, but she would kind of kill the 1 HP creatures. Citizen, unfortunately, Thrush Citizen's not really good. The Gold Citizen +1 has got a lot of potential to it, but normal Citizen just doesn't really do enough work, and he certainly doesn't count as a finisher. Windblade oh, Seigi. Yes. Let's use Seigi. Doi. Why not? If you don't have Seigi and you do want to run sort of this deck's equivalency, then Windblade Teon is actually not too bad either. Pung Kadien is not bad. But we're using the Bronte Plate Mail Ritual of Darkness kind of combo for that. Mercenary wouldn't be too bad. Pojechani? Well, anyway, the Mercenary would be fine as well. And yes, hello to you. But I think we're going to go with Seigi. He's really, really, really solid. Why does it say that I'm offline in Mabinogi? Well, I have no idea. Shouldn't be. Not as a finisher, just as a light boosting creature. Yeah, the problem is he's not a light boosting creature, Citizen. He doesn't actually boost your light value. All he does is at level 1 and 2, if it's a normal Citizen, it just makes it so that when he dies, his light cost is refunded. But you've still spent the same amount that he's giving you back. All it means is really at level 1 and 2, he's a free creature. So he's decent enough, but he doesn't generate light resources. In fact, there's no card that generates light resources, which is odd, honestly. You would think that if light was supposed to be the protective, healing, removal spell, direct removal spell kind of deck, which cards, which they do seem to trying to be leaning towards, revival and whatnot, that they would have generation. You would think that whole, healing, generation, resurrection thing would all go together, but nope. No, not right now, Blue Zeb. I can use Detective Christie, you mean? Yeah, I could use her, but I don't have her. I missed the window to grab her when she was nice and cheap, and there's just been other cards that I've wanted in the interim, and I have not gotten at all lucky pulling her out of any of the booster packs. I used up like all my gems when she first came out, to no avail. I'm kind of bummed that we're not getting, that we don't seem to be getting any sort of like special Christie, because the Botanist Christie is basically the same as the Detective Christie. But yes, it would be a good card to use with this, because plop her down, the important clue appears, and then Bronte can use that to stay alive off. Yes, I'm very sad too, Zik. Okay, hello. Yes, Francesco. Yes, Steve Rogers. I remember you. Yeah, we're using Seigi. Definitely using Seigi. I'd completely forgotten he was even a thing for some reason, despite the fact he's always in the top 10. Here's another giant question, but you said in the vid Dark has no big finisher. I think you mean by beater. Which one does? Dark, I think that must have been a fairly early video, although it's still kind of true. Darkness has like a big finisher for PVG in that it can use Dark Drass now that he's a mutant. But now there are a couple of big dark finishers because you've got Jurgen, you've got Dark Beast Kinmino +1. FOD brought out a pile of dark finishers. Before that, if you wanted like a really big finisher, it was light because you went for Scathach, Arisha, something like that. Devka hates us, so we get Nature Boosting Garden instead. Yeah. I mean, Nature has a lot of generating cards, but they're kind of all useless. Except for Mandragora. Mandragora can be useful. You think Segi is overpowered? Yeah, honestly, I hesitate to use the word overpowered because it implies that it's unbeatable, it can't be stopped, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's an extremely powerful card. This deck you win with like 7 to 12 darkness. Yeah, I'm not... okay. Fair enough. All right, we're moving on to mana now. Okay. Now, Bluesy Floozy, I forget. What is her thing get summoned at? 3, that's no good. Light Elf or Elephant Kalpesh? No, we're sticking with Segi. And now we need to do blue. Haha, Ninja Hikaru. I am so looking forward to the FODP. I really want her Leaf version. I really want the Leaf version. Especially for you, if it helps you deck building or benefit. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, if you really don't mind, Twilight, and I really do appreciate this, then yeah, if you can put it up in your shop, and I will grab it. And I ask the 34 people that are viewing the stream, please don't snipe this from me. That would just be bad behavior. Oh, and a gift from Sora. Thank you, Sora. 5 gems. I do enjoy getting them. Seeker Nereva +1 protects your finisher Segi. Yes, that's true. Nereva, I may very well put into this deck. She's a little bit expensive. And now that I've seen Automata Turk in there, I kind of want to use him instead. But we'll see. You're going to totally snipe it from me, are you, Nikki? Fine, then I will deface your banner. I will draw mustaches all over it, and then I will put it up, which really will only hurt myself. But still, that'll show you. And I do have a Mana Hellhound. Awesome. I was really hoping that I did. I have many cards, all collection. I've been playing for over a year at this point, so yeah, I just haven't gathered them. You're too lazy to snipe it right now, are you? El Rian. So, well, that's lucky for me. I'm going to quickly do a search, see if I've got a Hellhound +1. I don't think I do, and I'm not sure I'd want to use it anyway. Just in case. No, we don't. We just have a normal one. You have, for some reason, 3 Hellhounds. Catbox Kalpesh. Maybe. Catbox would actually be fairly interesting. We'd use it in the same way as Jurgen would use it, in that we would Ritual of Darkness the Catbox in order to build up towards Bronte. So there's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. So we have... Right, so we have Vampire +1 and we have Hellhound. If we get this Mana Death Cloud off Tempest, Twilight, when I said Tempest, I was thinking of Storms for some reason. If we get this Mana Death Cloud off Twilight, then that leaves us with 1 extra slot, which normally I would put towards a creature, but we're lacking removal or transformation. Is Catbox not a bad card? No, Banga Mafia. Catbox is actually a really good card. But you have to use it in very specific decks. Most people use it in Jurgen decks because you play the Catbox, you Ritual of Darkness the Catbox, the cats pop out, you get a bunch of darkness resources, and then it all kind of like spirals from there. Death Cloud Zik, yes, Mana Death Cloud. Hellhound Mana good removal, but Nereva, yeah, I do have a lot of removal, Francesco. This looks like it might be a little top heavy, but that's why we're going to run it in a friendly deck first. Friendly arena first. What I think we'll probably end up doing is switching the Mana Hellhound out for a lower cost card, but we'll see. We'll see. Where are we going? Too many mana mutants, thrust, dex not for your pole wallet. Yeah, they're not necessary. As I say, we'll probably end up moving the Hellhound out. And that's the problem with mana creatures. Yes. What did you miss, Lost Galaxy? Your marbles. I don't know. That onion dude played the cat box with double Nerva gates. Wow, really? Yikes. That sounds chaotic, but yeah, fun. All right. Hello, Christophorus. Welcome to the stream. I am wondering then. We got to put the Mana Death Cloud in there. So at this point we're faced with the choice of, do we want to put in, say, an imp for some early mana creatures? Do we want to use a Mana Book of Knowledge to boost us up quickly, or do we want Turn to Frog? Exchange it for an imp. Yeah, I am considering that. See, the problem is the Mana Hellhound could be so sweet. You know, we could throw out the Death Cloud, throw out the Mana Hellhound, and just wipe every enemy off the board, clearing as a path. On the other hand, it does kind of work against Bronte, in that it's guaranteed to kill anything that's got 1 HP. So, okay, we'll drop the Mana Hellhound for the moment. We will instead take... Yeah, we'll go with Imp and Turn to Frog. Hello, Will. Welcome to the stream. I think we'll go with Forest Imp, because it's the cutest imp. Look at that little guy. It's adorable. All right, so we'll go with the Forest Keeper Imp and Turn to Frog, and then Mana Death Cloud. My phone's overheating just a little bit, so it's moving a little bit slowly now. No, I have Turn to Frog. I know I have Turn to Frog. Don't be weird. Ah, that's because I've only got creatures selected. There we go. Every so often I load up a thing, Garrett, you know, knowing for a fact that I have a card, and then it turns out I don't have the card. There we go. I knew I had Turn to Frog. I knew it, really. We'll use the less beaten up version. I only have 2 of them, though. It's amazing how rare those things were. In your humble opinion, I need a light elf, elephant, or flying sword instead of share for the early game if I don't run Book of Knowledge. Yeah, honestly, Rare C, normally I would agree with you. I'm using the share simply because it was requested. Nib, you hope sub-streams become a thing. It'll be awesome. Well, you know, yeah, I'm perfectly happy to do that. I'm going to be running 2 streams this week, and then depending on the reception that the streams get and my videos get, because there'll be a PVG video tomorrow and then another stream on Thursday and then another video on Friday. Depending on whether or not people like these things and they turn up to them, I'll keep doing them. This week is just an experiment, just to see if everyone's interested. So, if this turns into a twice-a-week thing, then yeah, I will probably turn at least one of the days into a I will fight a subscriber kind of thing. Without Jurgen, why Ritual of Darkness, Francesca? We're using Ritual of Darkness because what you can do with Bronte is, if there is an enemy creature with 1 HP... well, let's put it this way. The enemy plays a Doom Machine. You use Plate Mail on the Doom Machine to take it down to 1 HP. Bronte's out on the field. You use Ritual of Darkness on Bronte. Bronte will disappear the Doom Machine, which means the Soul Stones don't activate. Bronte herself will then turn into a Resting Coffin and will be able to come right back, and you will have gotten a lot of Darkness resources off using the Ritual of Darkness on Bronte, who then just survives. So that's the idea. Today is your 100th day playing Mabinogi Duel, Will. Congratulations! We don't have any party hats, but I hope that this helps you get into the spirit of the thing. Hello, good to see me live. Yes, thank you, WinU27. Hellhound, nothing, trap, beat, strict. Okay. Yeah, Hellhound, I'm not sure if this is what you're saying, but Hellhound is a very good anti-trap card. Anyway. Did I put that in? I did put that in. Good. All right. So we're basically done. We just need the... And what if I don't meet any Doom machines? Then the same thing still goes for literally any big card that is going to be a problem for me. Because I'm pretty sure it'll work on... it'll work on Jurgens. It'll work on Dark Beastkin Minos. It'll work on a whole bunch of stuff. Thras, no. This is not the substream, Thras. Although I appreciate the passion. Yeah, okay, this is going to become a thing now, isn't it? You guys are just going to start logging in and like challenging me to duels. He means I might have trouble against trap decks. True, although I don't... you don't tend to see them so much in PvP in my personal experience. Well, they're called trap and beat in Japanese. That's pretty cool. It is generally a good idea to follow sort of Japanese and Korean players with these sort of things. They are so good at video games. It's scary. Yeah, you will be, Thras. You will be. You still like Catbox? Oh yeah, true. I did say that Catbox was a possibility, didn't I? Well, we'll see how this works. Maybe I'll work Catbox in. You logged in just want to play. I you totally have your ass kicked by me. Just because I have more cards, I've been playing longer. Psychologists have only here. Thank you so much. Okay, we're just gonna quickly save this. I am going to double check. Ugh, fine. I'm going to double check if Twilight's put that card up. She'll go drown in your grammar now. You're still doing the Chocobo claw typing. Oh, so many decks. Which one do I want to get rid of? Honestly, most of these aren't even viable. I'm just keeping them around because of nostalgia. I'll get rid of... no, I like my Mana Leakage. It's fun. I'll get rid of that Gaze of Hell. I never use it. Goodbye, guys. You're returning to work? Oh, okay, Francesco. See ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Okay. Change my deck. Yes, please. And... Fine. Okay, good. Let me just check to see if Twilight's put that card up. I was like, why is my friends list not appearing? It's because it's not on your friends list, dumbass. Okay. Visit personal shop. Okay. No mana Death Cloud yet, Twilight, I see. I'll take a look at your other cards anyway. Judging you silently. Snipe time, yeah. Yes. Okay, well, we shall hang around and have a little chat. Today you encountered a Beastkin Jane for 450 million, did you? And bought it. Was that a steal? Not for 450 million. No. Still says I'm offline. Really? That is so weird. 450,000. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming you mean like a normal Beastkin Jane, the light version. Scamcat is blocking. Yeah, normal light Beastkin Jane, 450,000. Yeah, that's good. She fairly consistently gets into the top 10. So, the personal shop. What is this? Is this a 04? All right, well then I will purchase it and seal it. Right now. Haha, I got it first. Okay, thank you very much, Twilight. I really, really appreciate that. That is going to be very helpful for this deck. Very helpful, and just helpful in general, honestly. Was a time when Mana Death Cloud was like the go-to card. I still remember Lexar talking about it way back when. I don't know if he's still around. Sickett, you can tell me. How do you win with that deck, Nib? Hold on a second. I'll open it up and see. The Rage of Nature. Oh, yikes. How do you win with that deck? Oof. Tricky. Very tricky. I can see what you're going for, but your obsession with mono decks is really, really hurting you. For everyone who can't see what I see, it's Ambush Vine, Garden of Life, Growth Vine, Hunt, Alron, Mist, Grand Elf Eleanoa, RR Lurker, Wolf Perry, Nature Beastkin Obi, Capture, and Rage of Nature. That's rough, dude. Tricky. Very, very tricky. It's been a while since you played Mabinogi Duel. How are the gimmick decks, Ligate to Hell with now Wave of Life? Gimmick decks are still alive and well, unfortunately. But Wave of Life is actually very easily countered these days with Prows, and Gauge of Hell is countered in the same way as it's always been countered, so it is, it's still doable. Can I suggest substitutions for those mutants? I assume you mean the mutants that are in this deck. Yes. Once I've completely finalized it, which we have now. I'll just go through it quickly. Occasionally he is, yeah. Okay, good. That's nice to know. He was always one of the go-to guys for really high-quality, interesting, unusual decks. How do you even make a deck code? Once you have saved your deck like this, I'll just overwrite the current one. Okay, once you've saved that, you can see up in the top right-hand corner, there's a little button called Share Deck. You just tap on that, and it will generate the share code and everything else along with it. Your first deck was that one, was it, Nikki? Let me take a look. I'll try to do these quickly because I'm sure this isn't fascinating for people in watching this like a year from now. Ghost Ship. Colorless Soulstone, Kiss of Succubus, Ultra of Chaos, Goblin Bomb Squad, Lizardman Archer, Skeleton Soldier, Cemetery, Flame Emission, Internal Conflict, Throw Bomb, Magician Mask Field, and Ghost Ship. Very interesting. Very interesting. Do you find that you get an awful lot of value out of the Ghost Ship? The problem that I always found with it was that it costs 6 and only gives you 1 back whenever it's attacked, so it takes 7 hits before it starts generating. R.I.P. Streamlag. Oh no. Yes, I am judging you. No, I won't. I don't judge anybody. If you like the deck and it works out great for you, then that's awesome. And really, I'm just curious as to how you run it. Obviously, there's cards in there that I personally wouldn't have chosen, but, everyone has their own different ways. So far, stream is a success. Yeah, well, so far the stream is being a huge success, even though we haven't done anything really so far other than build a Bronte deck, which I'm looking at now, and yeah, it looks pretty rough. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm looking at it, and the first thing I'm thinking is that I will almost certainly be removing that share in favor of a light elf or a light elephant. And we'll probably have to drop something else for another removal. Although, doing okay, I suppose. Turn to Frog, Surprise Attack, and Drag to Hell. It's alright. The thing is that when you started playing, your friend told you the mono decks are the most powerful, and it kind of stuck with it. Your friend was lying so that they would win every fight. Nip nip. I think it's time to accept that. I mean, since I've been playing, there's only ever been 3, I think, mono decks that were very powerful. There was a mono gold that used Goblin Chieftain +1. There was mono light that used Light Elf Triss +1, and there was mono light that used Wolf King Borrow Light +1. It's looking interesting, Kalpesh. Yes, that's certainly one word for it. The idea is to rip as most monsters of the enemy, so your altar attacks your ship. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that. That's quite clever. If you used Goblin Blin hero, you might be able to get some extra value out of your ghost ship as well. Yes, Nip. Perhaps one day I will record my own version of Legends of Nip, and then you can just re-listen to that all over and over again. No one cost removal spell is a big problem too against aggro decks. Yeah. I know. That's why I'm thinking I'll probably end up removing Share and just putting in a Holy Missile there. We don't have any light creatures to go out. I mean, I may very well end up replacing the Plate Mail. The Plate Mail is there as kind of just a plan. It's an idea that may or may not work. Honestly, Turn to Frog may very well serve the same purpose as Plate Mail, in which case we can remove Plate Mail and put in Holy Missile. You don't have that card, Nikki. What? Goblin Blin Blin? He's not a card. He's a hero. He's like Remiel or Tina or Skuld, people like that. Hello, Yanzo. Welcome to the stream. ASMR. Okay. Yes, perhaps I shall just do like a 2-hour stream where it's just close-up sounds of me drinking the arc juice. How's that? Doing anything for you guys? You might want to replace Plate Mail with Neutralize. If I replaced Plate Mail, it would probably be with Holy Missile. Honestly, Neutralize is a decent enough card, but we're not too worried about the attack value of creatures. We've got Segi in there, who works out quite well against that sort of thing. And we have the Turn to Frog, and currently we have the Plate Mail. So if we come up against anybody with a massive attack value, Bronte should be able to deal with them, since we can combine all of that with the Ritual of Darkness. So we'll give this a try. I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, convinced by it. But Bronte's a tricky card to build around, so this is going to take us just a little while. Yeah, my pleasure, Nikki. I mean, it's not, I'm not saying definitely choose Blin Blin. It's just, since he has a chance of striking your own battlefield, he can actually work out well. Now you are an ugly goblin, are you? Okay. All right. Now, the question is, what hero should we go? I usually just go with Draft Wagon because, why not? Most of the heroes aren't really that useful these days, unfortunately. They used to have significant battlefield presence, but DevCat's really kind of been nerfing heroes recently, so... it's been over an hour since I started deck building. How exiting. Yes, how exiting. Fortunately, most people aren't, in fact, doing that thing. Love looking Bronte sucking the life out of his opponent's creatures. Yeah. That's a little morbid, but yeah. And anyone who wants to add Thras can do so. And anybody who wants to add me as well, obviously, just send me friend requests. I'm constantly cycling old players out and new players in. You gave a shout-out to yourself, not a shootout. Yes, thank you, Thras. Accusing me of, or thanking me yesterday for the shootout. Alright, so it's a light mana dark deck, so Cat Merchant's no use. Elbrock, not really. I mean, we don't have any mana spells, do we? Well, we do, but not any hyper-expensive ones. I don't like Brant, personally. Medela, no. Skuld is pointless. Angel of Light just heals everybody, so there's no good there. Yeah. Tina, likewise, useless, unfortunately. Pillion, pointless. Fene, I don't like in PvP. Sarah's no good anymore. L is a possibility. Yeah, we might want to go with L. She wouldn't be too bad. It would be nice if we could go with Awake, but limited number of decks in which she works well. Chesh is fine because she's basically pointless. Her ability never activates. No. Mari, you named your card after that character. All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Since I made everybody vote for PvP or PvG, and I also made everybody vote for the showcase card, everybody can now vote on the hero that I will be using. Am I standing up right now, Nip Nip? No, I'm sitting down. I can stand up. Oh, nice enough standing today. You remember your first week playing and check which heroes played the most, so a bunch of purple-haired heroes now nobody uses her. Yeah. It's kind of a shame, honestly. I used to see like a lot of Maris, a lot of Els, a lot of Elbrock, a lot of Sarah, Tina, Cat Merchant, all kinds of things. These days, I don't know. I mean, it's like Luthencia and Elysis show up now and again, but Old Man. No, we're not doing that. Oh, now 2 people have voted for Old Man. Why? We have no energy creatures. Use Fenny. Okay. Yep, Elle can dispatch grave cards from the enemy. Jose, she's fine. I mean, usually, as I say, I go for like Draft Wagon or Cheshire these days, simply because they don't do anything, but I like the way they look. You can smell something real bizarre for me, can you? Okay. Brack. Elbrack, that would be decent. Yeah, if you have a giant gift to iTunes you can use on this game, what should you use it on? Probably membership B. Wow, $70. Yikes. The green screen kind of hides the chair. Yes, it does. Nice dance moves, though. Someone make a 1 hour version of that. Yeah, like a GIF. Metal King, Goblin Robot, Neutral Hero, or Cheshire. So far, we've only had a double vote on Old Man. And I'm telling you now, we ain't using them. Is it possible to die from Fenny's skill? No. Mabinogi Duel has this way with phrasing things. Whenever it makes a difference between reduces HP and damages HP. So if anything ever says that it reduces HP, it means it can't go below 1. But if it damages HP, then it can. Fenny sometimes surprises. Yes, sometimes she does. She's useful. I've seen her used to good effect in like level 10 ghost decks in Rookie Arena, because the chance to HP loss doesn't really matter so much when you're starting out with such a big HP advantage, but the failure to kill, her ability to save herself activating can actually swing the battle and get you the ghost win. Use the bear, Elbrack. Okay, so we've got 3 votes now, rather, for Elbrack. Let's go with Elbrack, which will be useful for... There she is. Useful for Turn to Frog and the Monodeath Cloud. You just vote for Fenny since I don't like using her. Thanks, Lost Galaxy. That's great. Get out. Elbrack says Twilight as well. Okay, so everyone seems to be agreed. Elbrack is the way to go. Alrighty, we will try a friendly battle first, just to make sure that there's no big gaping flaws in the deck. Now, am I going to battle soon? Maria, I am battling right now. And you're also going to say Elbrack, Nikki, because just because. Fair enough. Well, we did in fact go for Elbrack. She's fine. Used to be better, but then they all used to be better. Although I have to say the new heroes that are basically impossible to get are they sound fairly interesting. Will I consider doing a card tier list for PvP or PvG, Han? Not really. The problem is that the meta changes really, really fast in this game, and DevCat has a habit of changing large numbers of cards pretty often. So if I made a tier list of cards, then A, people would disagree with me because those things are always just, a matter of opinion anyway, and B, even if everybody agreed with me, the card list would be out of date like a week or 2 later. I think it would help a lot of newbies get into the game easier. Yeah, there is a list of staple cards on the Mabinogi Duel wiki that... that people on the unofficial forum, Sicket and the like, keep up to date, which is very, very useful. So you can check out that. How old am I? RGBS. Welcome to the stream. I've missed you, buddy. Time to run some noobs. Yikes. How much am I willing to sell my account? Nothing. Okay, now can't get it. What the hell just happened? Did he charge or did he discard? I wasn't paying attention. We'll start out with the Forest Imp. We don't want to use Darkness if possible. Never. You will never uncover my filthy secret. Okay, so the guy's got no mutants, mana, nature, and dark. Interesting combination. Wow. Just going for the Lilithan right out. It's just, yeah, that escalated super fast. Okay. We'll just kill her, I guess. I mean... yeah. Why did I think that would work? It doesn't matter anyway. We can bring up Bronte. You're trying to read the chat and do this at the same time. It's distracting me. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, they got her down to 1 HP, which is all we needed. So we will level up there. And... yeah, it's nice. Greetings, Julius. Greeting, Deadpool. Is it okay if I 1v1 you, RGBS? Yeah, I'll do that one time. Did he also just drop a growth vine at level 1? Wow. We're seeing some interesting plays. Interesting plays. Right, well, we don't need to worry too much about it. How much until we got Bronte? 1 darkness. Okay. And the question is, do we want to discard or do we want to save up for next turn? We're not really in any kind of threat. What just happened to my screen? Why did I get the right thing? Yeah, when I'm ready, yeah. Okay. We could bring out the... ew. Oh, my Google thinks I'm talking to it. Ugh, it's annoying. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're back, I think. Yeah, there we go. Google thought I was talking to it. We can drop the vampire, charge up towards Bronte, and then we got 2 creatures at 1. Lilithan shouldn't be able to kill at that range, right? Yeah, good. And we don't want to charge. Might want to give Lilithan another target in share. Maybe. Screw it. What are we doing? Win ready, bad play. Yeah, bad play. Want to see how strong you are? Yeah, not while I'm distracted like this. Good. Okay, so that actually worked. Lilithan targeted down the share. Perfect. She'll wreck the growth vine if you charge, yeah. IGN Zanaj. Yeah, well, you know, if everybody wants to fight in the background, go right ahead. So you can't restore a card, yeah. Automata Eliza now. Wow. Alright, so that's fine. So the vampire's going to kill that. We can bring out Bronte now. Now, Eliza, which direction does she go? She moves left. So we'll put Bronte there. And we can charge because we don't care. It doesn't matter. The growth fan's going to die now anyway. You have good cards for small price, especially for beginners. The idea is Bank of Mafia. I'm playing from the profile, the Arcadian. Yes, I do have a second profile that I use for random other stuff. Who's she going to shoot? Good, that's fine. Iron Maiden. Fantastic. We're getting so weird cards. $10 that I win. Yeah. No offense to this guy, but yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Good. Okay, that worked out perfect. We can basically just charge up here. We're in no particular threat. Don't want to discard anything into the grave anyway. Yeah, that'll be fine. Strange, I'm offline. Yeah, everyone's saying that, RGBS. I don't know why. I mean, this game doesn't have a set to offline mode, so I'm really not sure. What's that? Oh, wow. Dude's got an EXT card. Okay, I don't usually play against EXT cards. And I never play with them. I'm taking a moral stance. Okay. That I was not expecting. So if more than 3 resources used by friendly creatures moves to your opponent's battlefield at the beginning of the turn, once and the turns creature in front's HP of 1, it will disappear. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here's where I do kind of wish I had a holy missile now. Yeah, alright, never mind. Holy missile, we get rid of that Lilithan very easily. His HP is not full at the beginning of the turn. Yeah, transfer. Don't know if it has a higher attack, which that one doesn't. None of these people do, unfortunately, for Seigi. That's a shame. Remiel OP. Yeah, he has a lot of weird cards. He's got a lot of weird stuff in this deck. Right. I don't really want to use Surprise Attack on Lilithin, but we kind of have to. Do a Mermaid size deck. Never! First time I've ever seen someone use Remiel. Yeah, first time I've ever seen it as well. Just do not see these decks. I'm also not sure what that ability means. If more than 3 resources are used by friendly creatures, moves to the opponent's battlefield. Does that mean that he's about to move to the battlefield now because he just used a 7-cost card? I really don't know. It's very strange. Very strange. Alright, summons a Chimera in the slot when summoned. Oh, because there is no left-hand side. That did not work out so well for her. Okay. How can I know that no mutant? Because if you have a mutant, it lowers your maximum HP. So if they have less than 25 HP at the beginning of a match, you can count how many mutants they have. We'll just turn to Frog. Get her out of the way. This guy's got a lot of weird cards. Weird cards. We'll pull this back in. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Anyways, you shoot, time it takes to respond in battle. Yeah, there are problems sometimes with how long it takes for the battle stuff to occur. There used to be a glitch that people could deliberately take advantage of, but I think they fixed it. Advertising, giving yourself another shout out, are you, Thras? Fair enough. Why don't I really use EXT cards? Because I disagree with the philosophy behind them. I think they are far too difficult to get a hold of. It's really ridiculous that we're being asked to utilize a third currency system, and one that is basically impossible to take advantage of unless you're it's vaguely annoying, unless you spend money. And 2, I really don't like the fact that they're not tradable. I think that's just a ridiculous decision, frankly. The deck doesn't seem great. No, it doesn't. There is some weaknesses to it, but that's why we play like this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is a problem. Alright, well, I'll charge up a couple of times. It means different camps, apparently. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, that is not what the description reads, but hooray for DevCat and its bizarre way of structuring things. It's looking like I may need to drag to hell that, and I don't really want to. But yeah, that plate mail's not working out. We need to replace that. So we'll just drag to hell. Maiden is strong. Yeah, Maiden is surprisingly strong. That's actually fine. Remiel's a bit more of a problem in many ways than the Iron Maiden, because we can remove the Iron Maiden in the next turn, because it's only got 21 HP. And we can play the Imp. Is Guided Missile any good now? Not really. No. System like in Hearthstone and Feria, in which you know how much time you have to play, would be better. Yes, I agree. I agree completely. Okay, thank you, MR White Gamer. Yeah, how good is Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper's good. Yeah, Grim Reaper's solid. Not the best card in the game, but by no means the worst. If you win, I have to tell you how old I am. No. Alright, let's drop this out and see if he responds. In actual fact, there's no AoE sort of stuff going on here, so let's just really commit. And we'll come out and we'll edit this deck afterwards, because we are missing too many low-cost removal spells. Play Mail's too expensive. And Turn to Frog basically does the same thing as far as the Doom Machines go. MR White Gamer, am I going to have to ban you? Don't make me do it, buddy. This other ability basically works like Black Bean, although you're not entirely sure. Says Sense Grapes, I'm not entirely sure they actually vanishes, though. Yeah. Makes me kind of wish I actually... Oh, wow, okay, well, he's doomed. There's no possible way he can kill two of my guys or block them both with just one action now. So, we win. Not a pretty win, though. Arcadian is 27. Am I will? That's what you've decided. Yeah, it would be interesting to have Remiel just to test him, but again, unless they make these cards tradable and easier for free-to-play players to get, I simply won't be using them. I won't be doing them in any streams, and I won't be making any videos on them. Just fair warning for everybody. I mean, it's obviously it's their game. It's up to them how they want to market it and the business decisions that they want to make. But it's also up to me how I respond to those business decisions. So, yeah. All right, so we won, but that wasn't pretty. We'll get rid of the plate mail, and we will put a Holy Missile in. And I think we'll get rid of Share and put in a Light Elf. Julia. Very interesting deck. Very interesting. That was my first win of the day in Friendly Arena. If you wanted a solid 7 to 9 resources finisher for Dark, what would you go for? Dark Beastkin Mino +1 or Jurgen? Dark Beastkin Mino +1, you can slot into a lot more decks. Jurgen, you kind of have to build around, but both of them are really, really powerful. And now a 1v1. This isn't a stream thing. I actually, I will do, I forgot what I was doing for a second there. Yeah, we're editing the deck, aren't we? I will do a stream where subs can fight me. But we should probably set that up beforehand. What is the Ritual of Darkness for in this deck, Kenneth? 2 reasons. One, it means that if I, for some emergency, need to get Bronte out onto the field, I could Ritual of Darkness, say, the Vampire +1. But more importantly, if we use Plate Mail or Turn to Frog on a big creature like a Doom Machine or something like that, for example, we can then Ritual of Darkness Bronte. She will disappear the 1 HP creature, not kill it, so Soul Stones don't activate, and it can't be revived with Orperia, and then she'll turn into a Resting Coffin and then just resurrect herself, and we will get all of the Darkness resources for Bronte. That's the idea. It may not work. You wish collab cards were restricted from all sorts of direct PvP modes, but Uncle Dev needs to make money. They tried to do that. The C1 cards, the first ever collaboration cards, they made so that they were only viable for 1 month in PvP, and then they would no longer be viable. But people kicked up such a fuss, and understandably so. I mean, I have almost no C1 cards simply because I didn't see the point in picking them up if I wasn't going to be able to use them in arenas, and I think nobody else did. So you want to do the stream fight nip, but you don't want to be first. Irene, don't mind them. Direct PvP, they should be banned. It's a tricky thing. Remove armor to, yeah, I'm removing the plate mail, definitely. Holy Missile work, yep. Sorry for being complicated. What was the name of the second beater? You got to stop calling them beaters. That it has connotations in Western English. It's finishers. It's Dark Beastkin Mino +1 or Jurgen. And Light Elf Kelpesh, yeah, I'm going with that. Scamcat gives you Grave Robber of Jerna and Wolf King Boro for Phantom of the Wolf. Grave Robber of Jerna is terrible, and Wolf King Boro is fine, but the Light +1 variant is better. So accept the trade, I'd say, if you don't have the Boro and you have multiple Phantom of the Wolves, but Phantom of the Wolf is more useful than both of those cards. All right, so we're going to get rid of Plate Mail in exchange for Holy Missile. And we're going to get rid of Share in exchange for a Light Elf. So we can't 1v1. Not at the moment. I mean, if I will open it up to the chat. If the chat really, really wants to see me do subscriber battles rather than climb the arena, let me know in the chat. But yeah, normally I try to set these sort of things up beforehand, just so there's not an awful lot of like downtime, dead time, and so that sort of thing going on. But yeah, if everybody wants to see it, vote in the chat. Let me know. Collabs still have a lot of different mechanics, spicing things up, but yeah, it's hard to get them after release. It is. Yeah, I agree. Second, it would be what I would quite like to see, I think, is something like Mastery Arena possibly allow everybody to use anything, because you're only really up in there once you've mastered the whole thing, and at that point you've started to manipulate the trade market and all the rest of it, and maybe have like a collaboration arena or a free-for-all where you can use whatever you like. But yeah, keep the PvP arenas and maybe the rookie arenas and veteran arenas, so that they are free to play friendly. But who knows? Also, it might be quite nice if they could just do all these different mechanics and spice things up with their normal cards. Current price of Dragon Hunter Scott Gold, I have no idea. Sorry. You would prefer to see me making decks and playing in the arena, Thras. Fair enough. That'd be so fun. Yes. Okay, everybody's talking a bit. Everyone's got to calm down. All right, so you found that interesting deck, Hans. Let me just check that out. Skeleton Knight. Yeah, I did actually see that. I think that's not a real deck. I think they've net decked, just to prevent people from seeing what they were actually running. You want to see it, you just don't want to fight me. Native cards like Urgent Arrest technically gives a capture effect to 3 different camps, and you don't like that idea. Yeah, I think Urgent Arrest was a bad idea. It does give capture to 3 different camps, and captures should really be restricted to 1 or 2. Maybe Friday could be the subscribers battle day. Maybe, Kenneth, but then that would mean that I was streaming 3 days out of the week, and I don't know that people could handle that much of me. But normally you'd rather see Arena Climb. Holy Missile is used. Yes, Pegasus, I will be using Holy Missile. We should totally fight. I'm up for it. That's the spirit, Nikki. Calpesh, you want to fight too. RGBS wants to fight. Reagan, I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, it's a YouTube thing. Agreed in different formats, like in Magic the Gathering, vintage, standard, legacy, extended. I would really like to see different formats in Mabinogi Duel. That's the intelligent way of phrasing what I was trying to say. Thank you, Sickett. All right, we need a light elf, and it's at this point, of course, I realize I don't have one because I gave it away. No, there it is. Good. Fight. Okay, so people do seem to be split kind of down the middle. Which is confusing me. I'll write the current deck. You want to see +2 cards? I don't know. Oh, right. I see what you mean. Like +2 mutants. Like we have -1 +1s. You want to see +2s. If that was going with the current structure, a +2 card wouldn't be able to be played until turn 3. That would be interesting. You're rank 16 in PvP. I assume you mean in the PvP arena you're in 16th place. If you are, good for you, Calpesh. That's a good achievement. Very nice. This game makes you mad because it has cards for all the annoying bosses in Mabinogi, and they're actually good in the game. Yeah. Well, some of them anyway. Somebody was asking me to build a Farca deck today, but used to be a force to be reckoned with in Veteran, but I just don't see him anymore. Proper ladder would be cool, one that takes an entire season. What do you think? Yeah. I mean, I think they've kind of tried to work that in with the Mastery Rank Arena. But the problem is the very idea of the Mastery Rank Arena is a little bit exclusionary. If I allowed subs to 1v1 me, they would most likely counter the deck I'll be using. It would be easy to win against me. Yeah, well, possibly. You're rank 1 champion in random draft. Very nice, very impressive. Unless Arcadian sends a battle request, that way the other player can't get... Well, I mean, the idea would be that they're watching the stream right now and they know what I'm running, so that when I send the battle request, they're like, sure, I will just... everybody gets their decks ready beforehand. Merlin, please, no. You're Heroic. Welcome to the stream, Heroic. Japanese players are decreasing. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Are there many players in the global community? Yeah, we're still pretty busy here. Very busy. Do I happen to have an extra mana book of knowledge I could maybe sell to you at a bit lower price because you dive one? I don't think so. No. Let me check. I think I just bought the one. I have terrible luck, just in general. So I think I've only ever pulled a card I was looking for like 3 times in all the time I've been playing. So yeah, I tend not to buy more than one of the things I'm looking for. Yeah, sorry, as you can see, I only got the one. I don't think, yeah, it's not even 0-4. Ipoli wrote something about a hilarious Farka gimmick deck with Capture plus Farka plus 1 plus Polymorph plus Shield Sword of Sharfa. Wow. Yeah, that does sound hilarious. Rising Struggle rank 9, Pegasus. Nice. Keep it up. Alright, so I don't think there was any real consensus on whether people wanted sub battles now or whether they wanted arena battles, was there? So, let's see. How long has this been going on for? About an hour and a half? Let's take this deck and we will climb into gold with it. And then everybody can vote again once we've hit gold, whether or not you want to see me attempt to push into platinum. I don't think we have time, unfortunately, now. It's only an hour and a half. We have really got to get more efficient at this. But yeah, we can climb into gold. How does he know JP players are decreasing? I would assume he knows it by the growing wait time when it comes to fighting. That's generally how these things are measured by players. So yes, we'll climb into gold quickly, because it shouldn't be too difficult, and then everybody can vote again as to whether or not they want the last half hour to see how high into gold that we can get, or whether everybody wants the last half hour to be subscriber battles. Scamcat, what do you want, buddy? Bestial Fruit, no. Scott plus Freya combo is really good, yeah. Yeah, it is. I actually really do like the Dragon Hunter cards. I've always enjoyed them. I ran a Dragon Hunter deck through Rookie once. I think I got it into 12th place. That was back when the brackets were a bit weird. Okay. But yes, Scott and Freya is fun. I like the new Freya. She's not, you know, Scathach levels of viable, but she has her place. So, we will get this deck. Where is it? There we go. Vampire Count Bronte. Everyone's going to look at that and go, noob. I am ruining my reputation for you guys. I hope you all appreciate it. And then we'll just toss in a couple more that throw people off. So, we'll go with Firewall. The idea is that we're going to need to pick the other 2 decks just because these 2 decks are basically just bluff decks, so just to throw people off. So it needs to not be indicated. So we need to have another deck that is named after something blue, black, or white. MABINOGI should have a chat option. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, you should be allowed to chat with your friends. Yes, I don't think you should be I don't think you should be chatting with. And we use which, you know. I don't think you should be allowed to chat with people while you're fighting because that can lead to toxic behavior. But yes, chatting with your friends and making clans and guilds would be awesome. Super boosters are more crappy, aren't they? Yeah, unless you have a lot of gems to burn or you're a very new player. Yeah, I wouldn't advise going for super boosters. When I have some time left, maybe I could explain how work the EXT cards in Joy and Pain of Love. Yeah, we can go through them. Register triple skeleton. Well, yeah, I could do that. But I'm going to put in Witch Xena because I don't want everybody to think I'm a complete newbie. Sub battle, yeah. We'll make. I'll have another vote once we've hit gold. And then if more people want sub battles, then that's what we'll do. There's a large MABINOGI duel community of Japanese in Twitter. Cool. I do actually follow a couple of Japanese MABINOGI duel players' blogs. Rabbit something, I've forgotten off the top of my head, and then somebody else. Because, you get some very interesting decks coming out of Japanese players. It's very cool. Many friends retired. Yeah, that's a shame. A lot of veterans have left, unfortunately. I am almost out of arc juice. You guys are about to see me crash and burn. They will totally play capture all day, though. Yeah. Well, you can't blame them. It's a hell of a good card. I mean, honestly, people say, oh, Seigi, OP, Jurgen, OP, this, that, and the other thing, OP. But really, it's cards like Hunt and Capture and things like that are OP. Shadowverse spoiled many players. Yeah, I played Shadowverse for a week, but I don't like it. Let's all mail to Nexon to add a chat option. Frankly, what I would like to see them do first is I would like to see them finally bring out the English version of the PC client. I would love to be able to play this on the PC and not have to play it on the phone, and use all this extra streaming software and stuff. Oh, good, we found one. A lot of vets came back during Christmas. Yeah, that's good. Even Nexon is known for bad customer support and infrastructure sucks. Yeah, Nexon's possible. You just want a Steam release. Yeah, same here, Deadpool. I would love to have a PC release of this. Who are we going up against? Wait, seriously? Is this a Bronte mirror match? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, so she discarded into nature. I will assume Ambush Vine and we'll play Elf. There we go. Elf beats Ambush Vine anyway. Grave of Grudges. Alright. I don't think we're too worried about that, are we? So, let's... Well, I think what we can do is we can wait until we get a little bit higher and then we can deal with it. We can always just turn it to Frog later. Skeleton OP against other types of one-cost creatures. Yeah, arguably. Bank of Mafia. Animated cards. That would be very cool. That would be very, very cool. Mana, Arrow of Revenge, and a Mist. Oof, you'll have a lot of difficulty finding Mist. A lot of difficulty finding Mist. You know what? I am tempted to drop the Vampire. I'm also tempted to surprise attack the Grave of Grudges, but I think we need a block on that Leopard. What bugs you is there's already a Korean client available. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I don't know. I do not know why DevCat is dragging their heels over it. Oh, wow. Fair enough. You have missed. Oh, good. Excellent, Bank of Mafia. That's awesome. Okay. Well, he's kind of helped me out, honestly, with this. I don't want to level up because I can't take the damage. So we'll drop a Bronte. And then there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, they don't see merit in spending resources for the PC version, too small revenue. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, there's not enough immediate profit in creating a PC version, but the PC version would create a larger player base, which would in turn, generate more profit. This guy's shutting me down. You'd already enjoy voiceovers. Yeah, that would be good. That would be interesting too. We're really just going back and forth here. I think that, yeah, they just won. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's an interesting deck, that, really. I hadn't considered the viability of boosting like that. What are you doing? Can't compete against Hearthstone. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, see, Hellhound would have been perfect there, but we removed Hellhound. I may want to put him back in. I may want to put Hellhound in instead of Ritual of Darkness. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. I know. Nature Leopard +1. Nature Leopard +1. Hey, 1,000 gold. That's cool. So yeah, we'll take out the Ritual of Darkness because that was an experiment and it didn't work, and we will replace it with the Hellhound. Just get rid of that. That was you. That was good on you, Elrian. Cancel the deck registration. Very well done. Yeah, it was a very interesting deck. I like the boost and the shutdowns. Okay. We'll go back in. We'll replace Ritual of Darkness with Hellhound. Yes, banned from chat. Yes. Oh, Nikki, I'm everybody's senpai. Where are we? Ritual of Darkness. That was the one. You're bored, are you, Nikki? That hurts my feelings deep inside my heart. Okay. I should probably just type in Hellhound. I don't know why I keep doing these filters. My phone is boiling now. Pegasus loves his Hellhounds. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Good reason. Hellhound has always been around and will always be around. Basically, unfortunately, what's happening with this deck is that it's doing what happens with all of my decks when I try to use new and unusual cards, in that I end up kind of pushing the card I don't really like off to one side. I mean, this deck now works fine without Bronte. There's no reason to summon Bronte now. You should have a clearing spell like Ice Spear or something. Yeah, I would if I could fit it in properly. But we need the Vampire +1 in there, and we need the Mana Death Cloud in there. It's all for Bronte. If we didn't have Bronte in, then yeah, I'd have an Ice Spear. Special Edition Hellhound. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. PvP, there we go. You found a mist. Yes, I'm so jealous, Taras. Except I already have one. So, and I knew it was cool before everyone. I was into it before everyone else knew it was cool. I'm really glad they did actually make drop the cost of it. I can use it in so many decks now. It's so much fun. It's the most hilarious thing in the world, where you have one creature, they have one creature, they cast a removal spell on your creature, and mist just bounces it right back to theirs. Best feeling in the world, especially when you couple it with one of my Warlord decks. Actually, his chat's going a little bit fast. Hold on, I'll scroll up, see if I missed anything. No, I didn't. Whew, good. Trying to respond to everybody, but I hope I pressed the right thing. What am I doing? Yeah. Zero King, Avatar of Ancient God, Doom Machine Saint, and Doom Machine Dragon. Well, yikes. All right, well, we have to remember the... See, just as I get rid of the Ritual of Darkness. Wah, wah. Sicket Legend, especially in Veterina. Visit your personal shop if you want, Maria. Okay, well, you and Thrust really just selling yourselves out there. Okay, so Doom Machine deck, almost certainly. Unlikely to be running heavy... Oh, that's a lot of mutants, actually. 6 mutants in that deck. Oof. So I'm going to assume Book of Knowledge. But let's see. Okay. We'll just kill the share. Elf will get us up to being able to level up. All right. The chat is going so fast I can't... I will never forget you, Nip Nip. Don't let go, Nip Nip. Another lady share. Okie dokie. Level up. You're doing the rookie arena now, are you, Nikki? Good luck. Lots of luck lately. Farkaban helped the deck immensely. Well, yeah, Farkaban is, yeah. Well, not ban, but nerf. Yeah, definitely a good thing. Do we want to bring out the Hellhound? Kind of. It's possibly a little early for that. Or is it? I feel like they're building up towards one of those books. But let's push our luck. Share deck hype. Yeah. I would love it. I would love it if she pulled out a Vanished Thief's book. I would be so happy. So happy. When they summon a Hellhound, but field is empty, yeah. Fene has -4 starting HP, does she? Alright, now she should level up. There she goes. Good. Good. Thief's book. Come on, please be a Vanished Thief's book deck. Please, I am begging you. I so badly want to see a Vanished Thief's book deck. I so badly want to. There's no point in him doing it at the moment, unfortunately. Because we're about to kill one of the Lady Share. So, I mean, you could drop another Lady Share and then drop the Vanished Thief's book, but... The question, what we could do then is anticipating that. We could drop Seigi in front of the Beautiful Prisoner Share now. Anticipating the transformation. I think we're going to do that. Because that way, the transformation will make the attack value higher than Seigi's, which means that he's safe from whatever Share might do. Come on, everybody chant with me. Vanished Thief's book, Vanished Thief's book, Vanished Thief's book, Vanished Thief's book. It looks like it might be. She's bringing a Share back out. Come on, Vanished Thief's book. Oh, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. It's a shame we can't get our Hellhound up to 3 and just play him right now. They'd just be spitting blood. Oh no. Oh, but you know what we could do? Oh, I so badly want to see the Vanished Thief's book, but this is just too good an opportunity to pass up. This is just way too good. What the? Why is that? Okay, that was weird. I just glitched out. Damn it. Oh, okay, what's happening? I glitched out. Okay, never mind. Blast! Never mind. She'll manage to transform 2 shares, if that. I was going to play the Mana Death Cloud and then play the Hellhound immediately afterwards, and then just nothing. Yeah, I totally didn't do it on purpose so that they would use the Vanished Thief's book, which they've just used. I'm fangirling out. Oh my god. It was a Thief's deck. I'm so happy. I'm crying a little. Oh, so happy. Oh. Oh. Okay, seriously, AI, stop playing my turns. Let me play. Nope, it's not letting me play. All right, fine. Yeah, I think that, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because we basically won. But that's really annoying. I didn't even get a chance to start my turn there. And it just took it from me. Oh, and she just killed herself with the color, with something. This has been a weird day. Okay, that was bizarre, but the most fun I've had in so much time. Yeah, I kept my opponent waiting too long. I took 0.6 seconds to play, and the AI just went, "I'll do it for you." Okay, well, anyway, I'll Vanish Thieves book. We saw a share deck. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I think my phone definitely needs a break. I'm holding it down here because this part is so hot now. Ugh. Doesn't help that the heating's all on in here. Anyway. Yeah, here I got this. Yeah. Now you just have a break, Arcadian. I got this. Thanks, AI. Okay. Tublizvaj. For a person with an American flag, that's an awfully, like, Ukrainian name. Pour some water on it. Cowpesh, yeah, I know I'm showing offline. I have no idea why. But everybody's telling me that. I don't know. So what do? They discard it into green, was it? You guys are distracting me. We'll assume that it's another ambush fine and we'll just play off. Oh, surprise! It's always ambush fine. Kawaii! Cute. Me or the game or what? Because in my case, I'm much more used to hearing people shout, Kimochi warui! Oh, fighter, yay! I do like fighting down in these low areas of the arenas. You see people using... No, I don't want to use that. You see people using so much fun stuff. Anyway, we'll ignore that. We'll just remove him with a surprise attack or something, unless Tublizvaj does anything interesting. I already won because they're using fighter. Having trouble with the deck or not trouble, it just takes forever. Yeah. Oof, really? Surprise attack onto my skeleton. Okay. Well, tit for tat. But you just won. Good for you, Nikki. That's what we like to hear. Strike a blow for the Arcanauts. Now, will you level up? Will you counter my elf? You should level up. So, that should be interesting. Bad move, unfortunately, because unbeknownst to you, we have a Hellhound. Which I prefer not to bring out immediately, but it's just too good an opportunity to pass up. Wallop. Kind of boring, I always win at the end. Not always. Elysian, I think that's your name, if you're still hanging around. She beat me with her own Vampire Bronte deck. Is Gold Trap in the Castle a good mutant to buy? Yes, Thras. If you can get it for a good price, absolutely, it's a good mutant. Drag to Hell. Okay. Very, very defensive player. All right, so we can use that to our advantage. We know that this player is much more likely to use resources defensively than she is to sort of take any damage. So basically, if we ever threaten her with damage, we can pretty much guarantee that she's going to remove. I think at this point, though, what we can do is drop Seigi. She's unlikely to be able to bring out Drag to Hell again, and even if she does, do we care is the question. And I think the answer is not particularly. So bring out Seigi. And we'll charge up. Sorry, I'm losing track of the chat. She had me with a flamethrower or something. Flame emission, I assume. And I had 17 darkness, so I just summoned 3 mobs. I think I'm defensive. For share. What's for share? Mirror of Nair. Okay. Yeah, just activate Seigi's will, I think it's called. Oh, Beastkin David. Yay! It's my namesake. I really wish that was a better card. I'd use it in every single deck. Alright, we'll bring out the vampire. David does heal himself. Oh, okay. So the ambush, fine. That's fine. No big deal. In that case, I think we can probably just let that go through. Probably. Because next turn we can Death Cloud and Holy Missile if it's really a big problem. Okay. Everything's lacking. Where am I located currently? I just noticed even if we do a substream, I might not be able to play with you because we'll be in different servers. There are no servers in Mabinogi Duel. Everybody just plays together. They were all bunched together. Unless you mean Path of Exile, but I don't know if they have specific servers either. I'm in Scotland at the moment. I had to think about it. I'm not sure. But yes, Scotland. So where am I, and does it have good internet? No? Well, it can't be Japan. Must be Scotland. Alright, so that transforms as we knew it would. So... yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to just bring out Bronte, honestly, in front of David. I kind of do. So I think we will. It's possibly not the smartest possible choice to make. Because we could just sort of revive the surprise attack out and bring it out. But I'd kind of like to have Bronte out on the field just to give our opponent more targets to worry about. Now, she's very, very defensive, so it's quite likely that she's going to try to stop Seigi. She's going to use one of her actions to block Seigi. You mean PoE? You play in the Paris server? Yeah, I mean, I should be able to play in the Paris server, no problem. When you don't know what the card does and it just flashes by, yeah. And League of Legends you play... yeah. Okay, yep, so we were right. She spent resources on removing Seigi. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, you play in the European server for LOL. Yeah, I play in the European servers in general. Even when I'm in other countries, I tend to play in the European servers. Good, alright, so that's going to kill... David and the Vine. We can revive from the grave now that we're up at rank at level 3. Chinese in South Africa. Wow, that's a hell of a combination, Stephen. What's it like in South Africa? I keep meaning to visit and go and see the Victoria waterfalls and climb them, if possible. We used to have family down in there, I think, but they were only there for a couple years. That was a long time ago. Okay, discarded into light, so what's she building up for? Trap in the castle. That's fine. And she's gonna take all of the life, so we can let her die, and we can cut a path for the vampire. Because she's just going to go into a resting coffin and remove one of the traps anyway. Oh, trap, Pegasus, yes. Now would be a good time to bring out Hellhound, but 3 off. So we'll let Bronte die because she's going to use one of the traps to save herself anyway, and we'll just let the vampire punch through. I hope this works, actually. Yeah, it did. Good. Okay. Whenever you take 2 or more damage, returns to its original form. Fine. So we can let some damage go through if we want to. And that'll bring her back. And then she can just start draining health off everybody again. Alright, so she's almost certainly going to try to stop the vampire. She's charged, which means she's not too worried. A smart move here would be to use capture on the resting coffin and let the vampire hit, and thereby take Bronte for herself. Let's see if she goes for it. She might be. She just discarded into green. No, she went for the eagle. Okay. That's a bit disappointing, honestly. I would have quite enjoyed seeing her... Yeah, there's too much damage to take. So, we'll probably just revive out of the grave and kill with... Yeah, we'll revive out of the grave and kill with the Holy Missile. Ah, the revive actually causes Bronte to return. That I had not anticipated, but is very cool. You're going to do some arenas yourself? Okay, Zik, good luck. Good luck. Your naming game is Lucky Number, Stephen Huang. Or Revive. Yeah, I just just found that out, Yanto. Can you tell I've never actually played with Bronte before? Alright, we will keep the mana and the dark for now, and we'll just let Bronte do her thing. She's got that trap there that she can vanish if necessary. And I would like to see what our opponent's going to bring out before I play anything. If she brings out a large single target creature, we can drain it with Vampire, and if she brings out a group of things, like more traps, we can just kill them all with the Hellhound. And we have, you know, Turn to Frog and all the rest of it still ready to go. You haven't played the game in 2 months. Well, welcome back. Alright, so she discarded into Dark, which is interesting because I'm not sure what she could be playing at 6 dark resources. You're still watching the video, thank you. Oh, okay, so a Hellhound of her own. Interesting play. We'll just block that with the Vampire, I think. Yeah, we'll just block that with the Vampire. Oh, no, we won't, because Bronte will kill it. Okay, we will just continue to generate resources. I keep forgetting she has that extra attack thing. Her description is just so long. Deals damage equal to the sum of that amount to the opponent creature with the highest HP. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's one of her things. She's a solid card, honestly. I mean, she's basically a more survivable Jax who deals damage to creatures rather than heroes. Okay, with 2, 3, and 2 resources, I don't really see what she can do. Discard into green for 3, and then charge into 4. Yeah, okay. That's fine then. We will just charge up and finish the fight. Bronte seems to be a good card. Yeah, weirdly, actually, I'm quite enjoying her. I thought she was going to be one of those cards you really, really, really needed to build around, but why do people do that? Why do people wait until I've done my 3rd charge before conceding? In before never. Oh, shoot. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. This way DevCat can't tell what I think is good and they can't nerf it. Yeah, Bronte is actually surprisingly good card. She doesn't need that much support in order to do well. Who knew? Very long match. Yes, Kalpesh it was. But, you know, it's a card I've never used before, so I play much more defensively. I generally stop after like 5 consecutive winning things, but we'll just stop after 2 with this one because I'm not confident about the card. Just when I put the hat on, the stream lagged. That has you see DevCats on the stream right now, you see, and that's when their machine's going to overdrive trying to get through the tinfoil hat. That's why there's more lag. This game takes time. It does indeed. Unless you're running like a rush deck or something like that. Again, I mean, if all you're doing is pushing up into gold, then all you need to do is just get like an infinite Cell Soul deck and just suicide yourself up into the top, into gold. Bronte's not a vampire, she's a zombie. Yeah. She self-resurrects. She's better than zombie now. Because zombie got nerfed. You need to get that hat too, it'll help you with studying. Yeah, okay. So what do we got? Seeker Neva, Skeleton Blade Man, and Taylor Miss Shelley. Fighting Zik, who I'm pretty sure is on my friends list. So these look like proper decks. So we may very well have a loss here. You're such a noob, you just discovered today that when Linker Elven Kier gets healed by another monster or spells effect, that heals the hero by the same amount. Yeah. Yeah. He was really popular for like 3 weeks. And then just never heard from again. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Zik. I feel like Bronte would be a feminist if zombie and vampire were genders. Okay. Hoi, Lukakrai. Welcome to the stream. I was not paying attention. What just happened? Did she just charge? Yeah, she just charged. There's nothing in the grave. Yeah. Fine, we'll just charge ourselves. Hence the name Linker, yes. That's why... Well, that is... Linker, yeah. Lowlet, yeah. Is she just charging this whole way? That's interesting. Works for me, though. Get a lot of nice damage off. Get ourselves in the lead. I mean, we'll just keep charging. We'll just see what she does. Again, a slow fight, but this deck is largely reactionary rather than actionary. Time to link you and your death. Yeah. This is weird. I'm getting kind of freaked out here. I may want to put on some offensive pressure now just because I think that she's deliberately delaying for some reason. So she's deliberately building up towards something unpleasant. But I mean, none of her card titles. I mean, Seeker Nerva, Blade Man, I forget what, and Taylor Miss Shelley. Yeah, none of them really require. Okay, so she was waiting for that, was she? Interesting. Someone's a jumbled zombie. He's got 5, she's got 6, doesn't she? So we can put Seigi down in front of her. And we can Holy Missile the zombie, I'm pretty sure. How much is that? 5 and 2, yeah. So we'll drop Seigi. And Holy Missile the zombie. Running a Bronte deck, Lukaku. Yes, yes, we are indeed. At viewer votes. Something strong may come out. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she's got 11. Yeah, okay, so there goes the turn to Frog. That's unfortunate, but meh. It's not a big deal. Bronte's ready to go now. And we just hit level 3. So let's not put Bronte in front of Taylor Miss Shelley. No, we will. I'm a little bit worried about like a Cocoon of Evolution or something coming out, but Shelley can't kill that in one shot anyway. Many Chinese sell gold and cards. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but okay, capture onto Bronte, no big deal. We can Vampire and then turn to Frog. It's probably... Yeah, that's probably our best. No, it is. It's probably our best bet, I think. Because we really don't want our ability activating and cause problems. Okay, so it's a shutdown deck that relies on summoning zombies. You might lose your first fight, Nikki. Oh no! That would be disastrous. Okay, so she's got a lot of blue. She's got a lot of resources in general, honestly. She is kind of draining us here. Charged up twice, so she's not worried about whatever... Okay, I was going to say she's not worried. She's got an answer in her deck already, so that's why she's charging. But apparently, no. So, we revive. And I think we'll start... I think we'll surprise attack. I think that's what we'll do. So drop the Holy Missile. And we'll surprise attack Taylor Miss Shelley. Or do we want to? No, we won't, actually, because I think she kind of wants that. 7, 8, 9, possibly. Yeah, that would actually be a good thing for her. So instead, we'll put a little bit more offensive pressure on. Be on this fight for like 7 or 8 minutes now. Yeah, that was a painful capture, Pegasus. Now, she has enough resources to answer us, but... Yeah, but she's going to need to use all of her actions in order to take us down. And that actually means that we can surprise attack Taylor Miss Shelley now because she doesn't have the resources to play her immediately. Oh, her own vampire +1. Cool. Don't I want to adjust the speed, Stephen? It's already at the fastest possible speed, unfortunately. But my phone's been on for a little over 2 hours now, so it's just overheating. It's one of the reasons why I would really, really like... Now, this is interesting. We can actually turn that vampire back on her. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'd really, really like that for there to be a... PC version of this game. I am debating whether or not I want to kill her. I think I have to. It's a bit of a problem because it does mean that she can bring Taylor Miss Shelley back out again, but we just don't have that many answers with this deck, unfortunately. Would I consider a Titan Potion / full recovery potion deck? Full recovery potion, maybe. Titan Potion, no. It only activates on the first and second levels. No, Psychic Storm, nice. It only activates on the first and second levels, which means that it's useless at level 3. And it's very, very expensive. Oh, wow, Vela. Yeah, okay. So this deck is basically just very weak, apparently, to shut down decks, which is unfortunate, but, you know, so it goes. So I don't think we're going to win this one, which is a shame. But we'll keep fighting and we'll see. But yeah, I mean, her deck is... It seems like it's, what, 3, maybe 4 creatures, and the rest of it is basically just dedicated to shutdown. It's kind of like a Fiat Zeni or Parnok deck in that way. Which is fine. It's definitely a valid way of doing it. But this deck doesn't handle it very well because it's pretty top-heavy. Our only big punching creatures are pretty expensive. Altar of Abundance is a decent alternative to Potion of Titan. Yes, in that both of those cards are not great, but Altar of Abundance possibly better. Unfortunately, the resource generating cards they tend not to pay for their cost, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we're both really low here. I really, really wish that I had an Hour of Revenge. I really do. Going to lose. Yeah, almost certainly going to lose. We will drop... I mean, it doesn't really matter what we drop because she can counter it. But we will drop the elf to see if we can bait out some sort of response, and we'll charge up our other 2 turns. And that way we can just see... Because she's got to answer the elf one way or another. If she answers it with a turn to frog, then she's got to use a second card. If she answers it with capture, then it doesn't do her any good. So yeah, I mean, she's got to answer it one way or another. So we're both basically just vying for resource supremacy. That's possibly remove. Oh no, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Then Taylor Shelley comes out. You should charge indefinitely. Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of knew that we were going to lose this one anyway. And that's the loss now. I don't... Well, I mean, we can do this. You told me before to add Arrow of Revenge. Yeah, Calfish, you did. Due to the game's nature, you simply don't see the point in playing either of the potions. Literally just prolongs the inevitable. Yeah, there is one deck that I used to run that ran full restore potion. Yeah, there's the capture. That's fine. Kind of assumed something like that was going to come out. There is one deck I used to run that ran full restore potion, and it was actually pretty good. But yeah, in like 99 out of 100 cases or more, it's just not much point. Arrow of Revenge is so good for direct damage. I agree. Unfortunately, because we have Bronte in here, we don't really have the space for it, because we need the Skeleton, we need the Drag to Hell, we need the Hellhound, and then Bronte takes up the last slot. Turns out Fene is a pretty good hero against arrows. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, if we weren't running Bronte, then I'd say go. But I mean, I kind of predicted that we were going to lose anyway when we saw that our opponent was running like proper decks. You know, the Taylor Miss Shelley, the Skeleton Blade Man. It's obviously somebody who knows what they're doing and has deliberately constructed a deck to be as efficient as possible. This is just kind of a thrown together deck, so it is going to struggle against the properly synergistic ones, unfortunately. Sub battle. Yeah, well, in another 15 minutes, I'll open it up for voting on whether or not people want to see sub battles or whether they want to see more arena stuff. Witch Inferia. Baba Bear. Okay, this could be interesting. Witch Inferia is actually pretty easy to shut down. So I got a good feeling about this one. All right. We will... Oh, Mono Dark. Ooh, with no mutants. So what can we expect? Cell Soul, probably. Inferia, definitely. Obviously. Cemetery, it's fine. We can only do 8 damage to that. That would leave it with 7. That's not enough. The problem is, the question is really, do we care that much? Probably we do. Probably it's worth just removing it outright. Since it's a mono darkness deck, we want to prevent her from generating any resources, and that way we can ensure that we maintain a strong lead. You love Inferia, Lucarcry. She's fun. She's definitely fun. You can use her to fairly good effect. Okay, doesn't bother us. You can use it to fairly good effect in Rookie Arena, but it's tricky to run in PvP. What are sub-battles, Lucarcry? Sub-battles are battles where I will ask people in chat if anybody wants to fight me, and then whoever says yes will have a sub-battle. The sub stands for subscriber. Okay, so they just used Animate Dead to bring out Bronte. It's fine, because I'll just immediately kill her. You're on the phone now to stalk me. Thanks. You got a lot of mutants, Kalpesh. That's good. Mutants are some of the most powerful cards. So we're still just playing this a little bit defensively, just making sure that we maintain a very strong resource lead. I mean, we're already almost up at being able to level up to 3, and our opponent is still stuck down at level 1. Just leveled up now. So we're doing fine. Continue to charge. Like UFC fighting. Yes, like UFC fighting. So whoever wants to wrestle me, put your hand up in chat. Oh man, I am like completely out of art juice. Witch Baba. Wow, just don't see her as a general rule. What's her thing? I've even forgotten what her thing is. Restores a card, summons the dead. HP doesn't fall down if there's dead on the battlefield. Okay, that's fine. We don't really care about that, honestly. Do we want to remove her? Probably. Because now our opponent is down at 0 resources, so let's just hammer the point. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I meant to use Drag to Hell. I have no idea why I did that. Times are tough. Anyway, I'm an idiot, so I'll just hit her with the surprise attack instead. Ay. You'd never... Lucarcry, you want to wrestle me? It's, World of 12 years. Is Nikki? Okay. And yeah, Sick leaves. Nib, you don't want to hurt me. Well, you're a boxer, right? So actually, there's a very distinct chance you would crush me like a grape. All right, well, I mean, okay, we'll just keep charging. That was... I do not know why I swiped up on the death cloud when I meant to do the drag to hell, but never mind. Just ignore my shame. It's because I'm running low on arc juice. That's the problem here. You'll pick one day to do cards giving away for people always watching videos here. If you do that, Huang, that would make you a really awesome dude. I do it myself, but I don't have any card. I keep giving them away. You know, people keep just getting like messaging me going, "Do you have this card?" And I go, "Yeah, sure, here you go." I just don't have any to give away properly. Yeah, now we'll drag to hell. I don't really want to have to deal with that cursed doll stuff. We're not going to be bringing out Bronte in this fight because it got abandoned, hoped earlier, and it doesn't really look like this is the right kind of deck to be using it against anyway. Bring out a skeleton, keep on charging. The Cockcry already jumping on the promise of free cards. Or no, okay, I do a disservice. I do apologize, Lucarcry. You are offering to give cards away. That is awesome. I would love to see people giving away cards. That would be so cool. All right, so just a lot of dragging to hell going on, really. We'll drop Elf and we'll revive into our hand. It's a bit of a chip away kind of thing. I'm beginning to realize that apart from Seigi, we just don't really have any finishers in this deck, do we? And Seigi's technically a finisher, but he's more of a defensive finisher. Steven, I think I can give to you first the you choose to give. Oh, you mean you give me, say, a card and then I give it away on the stream? Is that what you mean? I will say that our opponent's actually doing not too badly at this whole generating of dark resources thing. I was expecting her to, you know, be really low every level, but yeah, she's charging up well. And yeah, unfortunately, the vast majority of our cards are defensively oriented. Well, they're sort of defensive cards. They're reactive cards, I should be saying. Hellhound, Vampire, Death Cloud, Turn to Frog, all the removals, obviously. Seigi, even to a certain extent. Bronte kind of needs a little bit of the field to be set up. So, yeah, we don't really have anything we can sort of go, bam, deal with that. Yeah, that would be quite interesting, Stephen. Yeah, sure. If you get in touch with me over, well, anything really, subreddit, Facebook, Twitter, anything. Yeah, we'll organize something. Card usage. What do you mean? Your cards are worn? Do we really feel like mucking around too much there? That would deal 20, taking her down to 4. Yeah, let's just do that. Will be at least 2 out of 4. Not necessarily, Lukaku. What you can do is say that it will, because you technically can't give away cards. Even when you're trading, you have to match a gold value. So what I will do is I will say that, you know, I will say, okay, we're giving away this card. I'll put it in the shop for minimum price for the winner of the Dooberty Dabber. And we'll just hope that everybody has the common human decency not to snipe. You're going to make me rich, and I'm going to make you guys happy. Well, that's the idea. Yeah, here comes Inferia. Good game. Oh no, however, will we handle a Inferia? I said, oh, then they concede. I mean, it was decently fought on their side. They really did give it their all, but a mono dark Inferia deck, unfortunately, it's not. It doesn't have enough punch, which is a shame, but most cards still cost around 10,000 to 50,000. Yeah, it is a problem. Basically, what I would do is I would say, okay, look, the minimum price for this is, you know, blah, blah, blah. Do you have the money? If not, I will hold the card for you until you do have the money. Or You put up a card for 10,000. I will buy it off you for 10,000. Then you use that money to buy the card off me. We'll need to figure out some sort of pattern. Yeah, we'll just go for we'll go for two wins in a row. But yeah, it's a shame that you can't just give cards away. I mean, I know why, because you don't want, I mean, DevCat doesn't want people muling. It doesn't want people creating like 16 accounts and then just funneling all the cards that they get into that one single account, you know, their main account. But it is still a bit of a shame for, you know, legitimate reasons like wanting to do a card giveaway on the stream, that it's not possible. Yeah, card laundering. Let's see my gameplay on the other decks I have. Well, yeah, I suppose I could do that. On Thursday, we'll be holding another stream, and I'll be asking people to vote then on what they see, whether they want PvP, PvG, sub-battles, all this kind of thing. So if you'd like to see fights with, like, well, I found an opponent, lost an opponent, found an opponent. So if you'd like to see fights with, like, a lot of different decks, let me know. And if people vote for that, that's what we'll do. Shadow Vampire, Soul Snatcher Prowls, and Aryabhata. So, Nick Stalker. Hello, Nix. So, yeah, I mean, I already know Nix, and yeah, they know what they're doing. Not sure why I'm in 1000th place and fighting a guy who's in 97th, but hey. Okay. So, discarded into dark. Interesting. So are we looking at a... Why does that not say hello? Hello. Are we looking at petrification? That would be interesting. Let's see. I'm interested. Oh, ambush fine. Oh, did I... On my screen, it looked like it went into darkness. I was not... Oh, anyway. I mean, that's what I would have done anyway if I'd noticed it had gone into green. Because elf beats ambush fine. And the lag on this thing made it look like it was going into darkness. I was like, oh, petrification. This is stone curse. That's a lot of fun. No, it's just an ambush fine. That's fine. It'll be interesting if we create a line group for Mabinogi players or for all players are here. There is already a line group for Mabinogi dual players. Kalpesh. We wouldn't create a line group probably for stream people. I do actually have my own personal Discord channel, which I use when I'm sort of getting groups together to do multiplayer games. So if we ended up using anything, it would be that. And yes, Hispanogi Duel has their own entire community. So yes, if you are Spanish or speak Spanish, check them out. I really should be paying much more attention to this fight because Nix knows what he's doing. I kind of want to clear this out with a Hellhound now, if I'm being honest. And I think I will. It's a strong play, but we'll see how it goes. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Defensive play won't work against Nix if he's using a proper deck, so we've got to be aggressive and just hope that the plays go our way. Hellhound of his own, that's fine. Removes the elf. We'll counter with a... Oh, Mana Holy Missile. Very pleasant. We'll just counter with a vampire. Unfortunately, we're... I mean, this does cause us to run a little bit dry on resources. You're going to supper... Ah, jeez, I said ambush fine again. I keep forgetting that's in there. You're going to supper, Stephen. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Alright, that kind of forces us to remove the Hellhound, unfortunately. And why you're not added in that line group? The problem with the line group is that you kind of have to be invited to it. It's a bit problematic. That's why I kind of prefer Discord. And yeah, talking about veterans, don't get much older than Nix. Yeah, Nix knows what he's doing. Basically, I'm predicting now that we're going to lose. Because Nix is a very, very strong player. And this is like a thrown together kind of deck. So, yeah, I don't see us winning, but we're going to make him work for it. Yeah, what was the thing? Yeah. So the line groups you have to be invited to is why I kind of prefer Discord. Really, all things considered, because you can just set up like a permanent invite link to that and just. There is a Discord group for Mabinogi Duel as well, but it's not as active as the line group. Hello, Soru. Thank you for the 5 gems. The whole stream saw me get that gift. All right. Let's drop Bronte. Now seems to be a good time, since that ambush vine is in just the right position. Cheering me on, are you, Luke? I appreciate it. Anyone here is on Mabinogi Line Group? I'm on Mabinogi Line Group. Although recently the conversation has been drifting more into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is fine. It's a really fun game. Okay, another discard into green, which is interesting. Does that mean what? Hidden Spider, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just remember this. Yep. Thank you, Soru. Everyone can dive in there. It's a very active group. Very, very active. Every time I open it up in the morning, it's like 999 messages. Like, I cannot be bothered reading that much. All right, you know what? I'm going to just... I kind of want to block that ambush vine. But I'm not sure about the other summoning, and we're not doing great for resources, so we'll just keep charging. You love Yu-Gi-Oh! RGBS? Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially the new Duel Links. It's a really good variation of it. Kalpesh, get in touch with Soru if you want to be invited immediately. Cool. Now, if she doesn't kill the resting coffin, we can just bring Bronte right back with a revive. You've been buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs since you were a kid. Stopped at Zexal, though, too many new rules. Yeah, I mean, honestly, once Pendulum and things like that started, it began to get a little bit... you know, those... if you went second, you would just lose. Oh. Oh, shoot. It's 3 on 1 damage because it's level 3. Dang it. Never mind. Never mind. We'll drop... Seigi. And... I want to discard... Just checking. Okay, let's discard the Holy Missile. Okay. Alright, and then... hopefully we can revive Bronte in the next turn. That's really annoying, though, that I misjudged that. And now... it allows him to kill Bronte. Stupid. Should have dropped something and then revived. The only time it's ever happened, though, is when she's been level 2, and I completely forgot about that. And here comes Aryabhata. Okay. If you want to actually... literally waiting here, be busy. Alright, you're talking about buff, yeah. Okay. Would you recommend streamer or YouTuber as a job, Nip Nip? Oh, no. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, 3. And unfortunately, I discarded the other thing. We can drag to hell. We can drag to hell. Fingers crossed this does not hit Seigi. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, excellent. I was going to wish we had a buffing card. Do we have a Discord? There is a Mabinogi Duel Discord, although it's not very active. I have a Discord that I use for myself and anybody else that wants to get involved with it. So there is like an actual Arcadian Discord. But yeah, apart from that, I don't think so. Yeah, you can't use Spell on her. No, but you can use Drag to Hell because it's not targeted. I said, Okay. I'll be honest, stream, we're doing way better than I thought we would be. So we'll drop the Forest Keeper in there because we don't need to worry about the ambush vine right now, and that sort of puts us into a decent position if Nyx wants to use command hunting later. They'll have to play something, and then the Forest Keeper imp can kill it. Alright, I'm going to keep charging. It's a bit more defensive play than I would like, but Nyx is running really low on resources here. Dropping into green for what? Goblin Bomb Squad. Okay. I think we win. I think we actually win this. Good lord, stream. I'll be honest, I am very surprised. I was not expecting to win that. An Aryabhata deck versus a Bronte deck? Wow. Wow. Lucky. Oh, man. That drag to hell was clutch. That was really clutch. Oof. I'm exhausted. How about you guys? Holy moly. Arya is so crappy. She has her place. She can be extremely annoying. But woof, that clutch drag to hell. Thanks, guys. And Chad's just like, oh my god, he made it. How the hell did that happen? Winning points. I should refill on Arc Juice. I absolutely should. We only have about half an hour left on the stream, though, so I don't really want to wander off for 5 minutes to prep the stuff. Get some more Arc Juice. Take a break. Yeah. No. We are so close to gold. I want to get us into gold with the Bronte deck, of all things. Yeah, can. I mean, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, Aryabhata is a fun, interesting, perfectly viable card. She's not one of these overpowered things. She's not ever going to rival something like, Wave of Life or Light Elf Triss +1 or anything like that. But is she strong enough that she can get high enough and still be fun to play? That's kind of my criteria. Zaraska, Baba, and Ice Spear. Cool. And as far as that goes, yeah, Aryabhata is fine. I don't need everything to be, Wave of Life level. But I do see your point. She's not like top tier. If we're making a tier list, Aryabhata would not be S or probably even A tier. In the deck Nyx uses Arya, she's not bad at all. Yeah. I mean, that was a good deck that Nyx went up against us with. I mean, again, as we mentioned before, talking about veterans, Nyx has been around for a while, and dude knows what he's doing. I want to get rid of that cemetery, but it's not really possible. We can only do 10 damage to it, and then we just keep chipping away at it anyway, so... did I just say I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? Yes, RGBS, I do actually play Duel Links. Let's go to PvP rank 1. Yeah, with this. Oh my goodness. 2 of them. Intriguing. Alright, so they're going to be generating, what, 3 dark a turn? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Ugh, the AI decided to play, even though it hadn't been that long. Never mind. Skeleton's fine. Finally have time for the stream. Welcome to the stream, Sanctumk. How do I pronounce... I pronounce Z-E-I-N-A as Zena, I think, and Z-E-N-A as Xena. X-E-N-A is definitely Xena. The other one I'm not sure about. He couldn't use a combo he actually uses with her in that match, but it's not very common that people carry drag to hell in PvP. Just got unlucky. Yeah, I agree. How much time cost you to make this OP deck? Yeah. Yeah, not really OP. It's different, still not the best choice to play around protected. Is it okay if I... Yeah, sure, go ahead. RGBS, now, okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to actually focus a little bit here. Let's do this. And then I think... Yeah, Segi's a possibility. I don't want them generating any more resources. I just don't. So let's... Oh, don't tell me the AI took over. Please don't tell me the AI took over. Yep, the AI took over. Damn it. Come to YouTube, that tab hopping is nerve-wracking. Here comes Zaraska. No problem. We just use a mana Death Cloud and then kill a whole bunch of stuff with Hellhound. Do I still stop? If this doesn't kill Zaraska, and it doesn't, stop playing for me, AI. Okay, well the AI's just taken over. I didn't get any chance to play at all there. That's really annoying. Do I still play paper MTG? I do sometimes. There's not that many people around that I can play with, unfortunately, so wah. My name in Duel Links is either the Arcadian, same as here, or it's Arcadian. Your French accent appears a bit when you speak English, so you pronounce Xena and Xena? Okay, so yeah, AI is just not giving me a turn. It doesn't matter how many times I tap this thing, the AI is just completely taken over. So let's see if the AI can beat this player, shall we? Please stop playing. I would like to play. Okay, it looks like it might actually be... Nope, it's not. Never mind. It's just taken over. God, I hate this glitch. The problem is I have no idea how to stop it from doing this. It just decides that you're not taking enough time for some reason, and then just prevents you from playing for the rest of the match. I mean, maybe if I just start tapping now. Look, I'm back. Hey, look, it's me. Is it okay when I'm ready to tell you my nickname in this? Yeah, sure. Hold on. Yeah, I know my opponent is waiting. Give me a second. Okay. Looks like I've got control back. It's a bit late at this point, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, RGBS. It's either just the Arcadian or it's Arcadian. You can try adding them both. Otherwise, yeah, I will double check. At the very end of the stream, remind me and I'll jump into Duel Links and I'll check. I mean, I haven't been playing it like properly. I've been doing like full-on tournament level stuff with it. I've just put together a fun little Harpy deck that I enjoy using and just rampaging through low-level PvP with it. Why is this happening? Stream runs fine, so it can't be the connection. Right. Why is what happening exactly, Sickert? Are you having lag trouble or what's going on? Altered Zombie Epimetheus in the house. I do like that guy. It deals 5 damage to a random opponent whenever a zombie creature dies. If there are no opponent creatures, deals damage to a hero. Sends a soul card from the hand to the grave and resurrects. Okay, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Oh, the AI taking over. Yeah, it just happens sometimes. I don't know why. I have no idea. Other people have complained about it as well. How far off are we? 1. Okay, so that's fine. We'll be able to deal with Epimetheus next turn. How long will the stream last, Thras? It's almost over, honestly. The stream will finish in like 20 minutes or so, really. I would quite like to get into gold before finishing. So it'll be this fight if we win it, and then one more fight. What do I think about Mabinogi Duel's popularity? I think it could be more popular. I would like to see it be more popular. But I think the DevCat or Nexon is kind of, I think they're moving too fast. Let's put it that way. I think they're moving too quickly. The big pushes they're making to make the game more sort of fiscally profitable by introducing the EXT cards and the SIH cards and so on and so forth, which basically force you to pay real money in order to get them. I think that's too soon. I think they should have released like PC clients and things like that, really sort of built up the player base significantly more, and then start to do it. I think the way they're doing it now, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to hurt player base numbers. But hopefully not. Fingers crossed, right? Because it's a really good game. It's a lot of fun. Just fingers crossed. Right about the Xena pronunciation, because you pronounce it 8 and not 8, yeah. I mean, it depends, really. The Xena is Greek, as far as I'm aware, and the Zeina, I'm not sure, probably Latin-based, so... Oh, good heavens, we actually win. So you'd have to ask somebody who's native to those countries, really. But I know that Xena is correct insofar as the West goes, anyway, because of Warrior Princess. I suppose you can change the option in game speed into very fast. You'll be able to make action very fast. It's already on very fast. It's unfortunate my phone is very hot, so it's slowing down, and that's why it looks like it's moving slowly. But it's already on the fastest possible setting. Yeah. Good. Okay, wow. It's surprising that we won despite the AI taking over halfway through, but... Alright. Did that get us enough points? Is the question. We will get our consecutive winning points. Not that we got any. You like to feel like a TCG hipster. That way, when people will discover that the game is good and tell me to try it out, I'll be able to tell them, I've been playing this for years, yes. Hey! We made it into gold. Just, but we made it into gold. Woof! Okay. So, yes. That's actually been a very interesting sequence of fights. We had a fight against a pure share deck using the Vanished Thief's book, which was just, oh my god, I'll be having dreams about that tonight. It was so much fun. We fought, hey Nick Stalker, good match. Yeah, I was just about to say, we fought Nyx, which was a really, really interesting match against Aryabhata. We just fought a match where the AI decided to play for half of it for us, and we managed to win anyway, so that was very fortunate. Aye. So let's take a look back over the deck, and we'll just we'll sort of go back over its strengths and weaknesses. And I'll bring up the share code just in case anybody else is masochistic enough to want to try this out. Someone has disliked this video. You're going to hunt them down and tie them up, talk to them about Lord and Savior Hog forever, never, never. That will certainly be a punishment for them. It's nice to see a high-level match on stream, Nix. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so thanks for the fight, Nix. It was really, really good. Arcadian One Duel. Yeah, sure. I mean, why not, Kalpesh? We'll just quickly take a look at these cards, and then I'll do one fight against you. Why not? And that'll be an experimental sub thing. So, Nix was going to thunder me, apparently. Okay. All right, so taking a look at the deck. It's fine. It's okay. But what we've learned from this particular deck is there aren't enough offensive cards in it. It's predominantly reactive. We've got Mana, Death Cloud, Turn to Frog, Vampire, Seiki, Hellhound, all 3 removal spells, and Bronte herself, all reactive. You can't really just sort of play them in order to apply pressure. Meaning that we only really had the Forest Keeper Imp, the Elf, and the Skeleton to play in order to pressure our opponents. So if you're going to be running this deck yourselves, that is something to be aware of and something to change the deck to take into account. Probably you can get rid of Tegi. He wasn't very useful. Try to find another finisher. Arc keeps auto-correcting to Arc with a K. Yes. Wait, who am I going to fight? I was just going to fight Kalpesh since nobody else seemed interested. But, I mean, if anybody wants to sort of fight Kalpesh for the privilege of fighting the Bronte deck now, be my guest. This is just kind of a post-mortem on the thing. There's some. It's a fun deck, and obviously you can get into gold with it, and you can even fight sort of high-level decks as Nyx. So kindly helped us to demonstrate. But yeah. Oh yeah, and you wanted me to check the EXT cards description in the shops. Yes, we can do that too. Absolutely. Okay, so I'll quickly go into the shop and we'll take a look at the EXT cards. While we're doing that. If anybody wants to fight me at the end of this stream, mention it in the chat. The deck needs light command hunting instead of surprise attack, probably. Yeah, Rare C, probably. I don't have light command hunting, I don't think. But yeah, that would probably have been much better. Fight you as well. Well, I can only fight one person. We've only got another 15 minutes of the stream left, really. It's already been 2 hours and 45 minutes, and yeah, I don't want everybody to overdose on Arcadian. Sorry, where are these? Ah, there they are. Okay. So we'll look at the Joy of Love, because I think that's the one that contains all of them. Ugh. Okay, it's a nice thing. Ooh, yeah. I hate Segi, even though it's so OP, keeps streams more frequent. And bye-bye, good luck, Arcadian. See you in Mabinogi. Okay, see you, Pojet Channing. Thanks for stopping by. Lukakra, you're going to find me next time? All right. Kelpesh, challenge you, because I'm showing offline. Yeah, Kengi 08, okay. RGBS also wants to fight. Pandatoon also wants to fight. Sickert wants me to rematch with Nyx. No. I am just going to take that one lucky win that I got, and I'm just going to keep it like that. Thanks. All right, so who wants to fight me? Kalpesh wants to fight me. RGBS wants to fight me. Pandatoon wants to fight me. You three guys, decide amongst yourselves who's going to fight me. I'm going to take a look at this. Which card in particular is it, by the way, out of the EXT cards that you were confused about, that you wanted some description on? You thought I had a light command hunting because I mentioned it several times when talking about Warlords on Reddit. Yeah, I mentioned the light command hunting was really good. I'm not sure if I have/still have it. Again, I tend to give away a lot of my cards if I'm not using them like in that moment, and somebody says, "Do you have it? I really need it for a deck desperately." I'm just like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I can get it again later. It's no problem." Make it best of 3. No, there's no time. Maybe next rematch, make it best of 3. No. I'm taking my one lucky win, and I'm just running into the hills with it, okay? The top ones. The first top 4. Okay. Yeah, well, one of them is Remiel, so that's confusing. Okay, so the Holy... Yeah, all right, I remember this one. When any creature levels up, sends a card from the grave to that hero's hand. If this card is light, it disappears and summons a Holy Machine in that slot. If HP is 6 or less at the beginning of the turn, transforms into Lufencia. I don't have this card, but if I had to translate it myself, what I would guess is... If a light creature is on your field when you level up, that light creature will transform into a Holy Machine. That would be my guess. And then if this particular card, if Holy Knight Captain Lufencia is HP 6 or less, at the beginning of a turn, she'll transform into Lufencia in Despair. Kalpesh offered first. Yes, Kalpesh does have seniority in that he did ask first. So let's go PvP Platinum rank. Yeah, in the next, 11 minutes? That seems doable. So yeah, that would be my guess for Lufencia. Remiel, we actually fought Remiel at the beginning of this stream. Did he win? I don't think he won. I think we beat. If more than 4 resources are used by friendly creatures, okay. So yeah, what that means is that if you have creatures on your field that use 3 different resources, like light, dark, and gold, or whatever. Well, it could be light, green, and gold, let's say. Then he'll move to your opponent's battlefield at the beginning of the turn. That is apparently what the Japanese translation is, according to, I think, what Sickert, I think it was, told me. But who knows? His other ability, the -2 HP to the opponent creature in front at the end of the turn, and if the creature in front has HP of 1, it disappears. That's fairly self-explanatory, and we did see that effect happen. Kobold Kamikaze Soldier dies 3 turns after it's summoned. When it dies, deals 10 damage to the creature in front. Deals 1 damage to the opponent hero if the slot is empty. So that's fairly self-explanatory. It's basically a suicidal Goblin Bomb Squad. It'll just automatically kill itself and then kill. Oh, is it Shinster? I do apologize, Shinster. I knew it began with an S. And then Fury. When summoned, makes the attack, defense, and HP of the creature in front the same as itself. So it'll turn the attack, HP, and defense into 6/1/1 of any creature that's in front of it. Attacks the nearest opponent creature, ignoring its defense, which is just pointless, really, but whatever. Because it's too weak. It's going to die to anything. You're illiterate in kanji, are you, Sickett? I don't blame you. It's a nightmare language to try to learn how to read. It's so difficult. I know hiragana and I know katakana, and I tried kanji and I just went, nope. They translate to English from Japanese? No, they translate to English from Korean. But the Japanese translation tends to be closer to the original Korean than the English translation, simply because the languages are much more similar, Korean and Japanese, than Korean and English. So yeah, did that answer your question about the EXT cards? The first two are confusing, I'm aware, but I don't use EXT for moral reasons, so I don't play them. I want them to make a Cursed Painter Mutant Shinster. Yeah, for your Cursed Doll deck. That would be very cool. That would be very, very cool. Oh, I'm out of juice. All right. Kalpesh, you want to fight. What was your name in the thingy? Is it just... Oh, okay. Kengi08. Okay. So I'm always going to fight. Well, you guys didn't fight amongst yourselves, and Kalpesh asked first. So, Kalpesh today. There will be another stream on Thursday, same time as this one today, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So, if you want to fight... Oh, a gift from Nabaral. Thank you, Nabaral. Let's take a look. So, if you want to fight... if you want to fight me, then stop by on Thursday. Vampire Hunter Hester... Stakeholdings. I don't think I had stakeholding citizen. I think that's new for me. So, yeah, that's nice. Thank you, Nabaru. I really appreciate it. But what deck I'll be using? I'll be using the Bronte deck, of course. Not even for that deck. You just like that card a lot in general. Yeah, fair enough then. You want them to bring back the original zombie combiner? Yeah, I don't think anybody else agrees with you, buddy. Even for transforming random stuff like shares, or with the Cunning Raccoon that costs 1 at any level. Yeah, no, good point. I hadn't actually considered share or the Cunning Raccoon, but yeah, I can definitely see that being interesting. Very, very tricky. It's like the homing pigeon. Not useful in every situation, but a lot of tricky uses to it. It's killing me. Okay, where are you in my thingy list? You're not showing up. Are you even on my friends list? You may not be on my friend list. That would be unusual. Okay, I will just quickly scroll through this. Because I have like 80-something people. So, who's the oldest person? Con. All right, I apologize, Con, but I have to remove you. If you would like to come back onto my friends list, just send me another friend request. Fight 5th Dan on the list. Why would I fight a 5th Dan when I could fight the 10th Dan? Pegasus is up there. Ken, it's Ken. Is it Kenny08 or is it Kengi08, Kalpesh? Humming Pigeon's tip text used to be the same as Stakeholding Citizen. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Kengi. Oh my god, my phone is boiling now. Kengi08. Okay, and I will be using the Bronte deck, so you know what you're going up against, Kalpesh. It's up to you whether or not you want to use a specific counter deck, or whether you also want to use something fun. No pressure, but the entire stream will be judging your moral compass based on your decision. Alright, well, I sent you a friend request. There you are. Now you're showing up. Okay. That pigeon is amazing. Yeah, I know. I really like that pigeon. There we go. Con is Mabinogi. Oh, no. All right, well, MABINOGI, Con, I do apologize. You haven't been around in 2 days, though, buddy, and that's my rule. Last one on the list, first one to remove. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Send me another friend request, and I'll add you again. Sixth Dan Kalpesh. Impressive stuff. Blow your phone, yeah. Give us that exciting challenge, ready to go. You totally go for a hard counter deck, would you, Luke? That's why you're no longer my favorite. Okay, so Kalpesh, I see that you're using 4 mutants, nature, light, and darkness. So let's see what you got, buddy. And don't watch the stream to see what I'm doing. That's cheating. Light elephant, good choice. Why do I keep going to do that? I've got no juice left. Good choice. Who sent me another thing? Is this another gift? Is it a friend request? Even MABINOGI just immediately asked me to do that again. Holy missile right into my skeleton, you swine. I was going to get the skeleton to take you down to 1 HP, and then I was going to use a holy missile on you. Oh well, no big deal. The chat's gone very quiet as everyone watches this epic battle. You're not watching, Kalpesh. Then how do you know what I'm saying? Damn you high rank PvP players, I'm doing this for bragging rights. I'm totally not saying that because I can't get high as the second Dan, totally not. If it makes you feel any better, Lucarcry, I've never gotten any higher than my PvP rank 1 just because I don't do the mastery rank duels. Alright. Yeah, see, everyone's calling you on it, Kalpesh. So now I'm not exactly commenting verbally because I don't want you to cheat. Actually, I'm out of my thing. Stealing all your replies. Yes, I'm sorry, Lucarcry. I will just move my mouth like this. And you just fill in the what I'm saying, okay? A high pressure deck, I see. Very interesting. Very interesting, Kalpesh. I like it. It is actually, in many ways, a counter to this deck. We just don't have that kind of oomph, I suppose. Okay. I think what we will do then is... Do we want to go for like a Hail Mary? Yeah, let's go for a Hail Mary. Does it work? It does! Booyah! Happy. Not that this really helps us out at all. The deck can't handle early rush, unfortunately. But, yeah, using tons of spells, yeah. I know. We got no answer for powerful rush decks, unfortunately. It's a good deck. I really do like Magician Mastfield. You're definitely not top chatter in this stream. No, you are not, Nip Nip. And unfortunately, that didn't get us the resources we required to play a creature. So Kalpesh wins. Congratulations, Kalpesh. Using a very nice mutant, not mutant, sorry, Magician Mastfield. Yes, Drying out the resources. But it's good because it points out the problem with this Bronte deck. The difficulty with using Bronte is in order to make her work properly, she requires your deck to be quite top-heavy. Because Bronte herself is quite... yes, good game, Kelpesh, as Luke Carcry says. The... what is it? Yeah, Bronte herself is quite top-heavy. Vampire +1 is pretty top-heavy. Death Cloud does ramp up its resource cost very, very quickly. So, what you need to be aware of if you want to make a Bronte deck yourself is this template's not bad, honestly, but you need to have a lot more early game... sort of strong offensive pressure. And ideally some more AoE. It's a shame that we can't really work in Icy Spear, really, because that would work very well. But you need the Mana Death Cloud in order to make Bronte safe. There you go. But yes, very good game, and a very nice little Magician Masked Field deck. Pardon me. So that's Bronte. A very, very interesting card. But I have to say, if I was going to run her myself, I would probably just have her there for fun. And I would strip out... basically, either strip out the cards that support her for the moment and just like focus on the early strong stuff, or really like solidly build around her as like your single win condition. So put in some more Cell Souls, put in some more tricksy ways of manipulating your own resource value as well as your opponent. Possibly even work in a Trap in the Castle in there just for some defensive shenanigans. Not sure about that one though. But yes, be aware. The Bronte deck works out pretty well in the long term, but if your opponent pushes you in the short, you're in a lot of trouble. And thank you for a nice match. Thank you, Calpesh. That was a very good. Very good. Mana Pan and Mana Cloud. Yes, possible. But that's more mutants. So... And it's less of an offensive presence, unfortunately, than Forest Keeper. The deck suffers because it has no strong offensive pressure. And Lorna, that name is a shame. Rona was so much better. Yeah, well, yeah, I kind of preferred Rona myself, honestly, but Lorna's, yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. Yeah, but yeah, the deck suffers from a lack of strong offensive pressure. So when you're rebuilding this deck, try to introduce some, some more forceful cards. Honestly, I'm not even sure light is the best way to go. I think gold might be a better substitution. Possibly. Anyway, give it a try yourselves, and if anybody comes up with a Bronte deck that they like, share it with the stream on Thursday, or comment in any of my videos. Pan is low attack, Pegasus. So that's a problem. The deck is already weak enough. You don't really want to introduce creatures that have less attack value. Okay, and that is it for MABINOGI Duel Stream. Yeah, don't worry, RGBS, I was just about to say. So that's the end of the MABINOGI Duel Stream. If that's all you're interested in, then thank you for watching, and try to stop by on Thursday, 3 p.m. GMT, so make sure that you know what that is in your own time zone, and yeah, I'll see you then. For everybody else, I'm about to jump into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links very, very quickly, just to find out what my exact name is. So if anybody else plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and they would like to see my name and add me as a friend and so on and so forth, hang around for that, you're about to find out. When you saw Lorna for the first time, you read her name wrong, you still call her Luna. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what this notification, what this message is first. Bye-bye, Thras. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, a gift from Pandatoon. Thank you, Pandatoon. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, Bank of Mafia. Thanks for stopping by the stream, guys. And yes, thank you. Thank you for making the stream high quality by being here and chatting and getting involved. It really makes all the difference. Choose people Rona, someday you wake up, get a Rona, read Lorna, and you're like, what? Yeah. It was just like an abrupt kind of, oh, we got the name wrong, changing it. My pleasure, Sickett. Thanks for stopping by and getting involved. Always very, very useful to have more veterans offering their perspective on everything. Okay, so we'll close that down. Thank you for stopping by, Yanzo. I really appreciate it. Bye, Rare C. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Stop by on Thursday. Come and say hi. Oh man, my phone is so overheating. All right, that's not that. There it is. This actually gives everybody just a quick glimpse at all of the games I play, or used to. Oh, thanks, Bank of Mafia. They really are. That's low. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. See you, Shinster. Thanks for stopping by. See you, RGB. No, you're RGBS. I assume you're saying goodbye to what the others, okay? Because you're staying around because you want to see the thing, aren't you? Okay, Lukakre, thanks for stopping by the stream. It was really good to have you here. Hopefully see you on Thursday. Nip nip. Yes, well, the substream may very well be on Thursday. So we'll see. Sword Art Online, RGBS. Yes, I haven't actually managed to give it a try yet. I downloaded it last night, but I was so busy getting everything set up for this stream today that I just couldn't. I didn't get past like the prologue. Oh, Cowpesh, you're sharing your deck with everybody. That is really cool of you, dude. So yeah, if everybody wants to see the deck that Cowpesh used to beat me just now with the Bronte thing, he shared it there. Everybody take a look at it. I'm taking a look at it now. And it's pretty cool. Oh, you did actually have a light elf hero Triss just lying in wait there, I see. And the Dark Eye Spear, Dark Turn to Frog. Yeah, mutant heavy, but yeah. Nice deck. Very nice. And you're actually using Hidden Spider, which is so unusual these days. Everybody's just running Ambush Vine. Yeah. Props to Calpesh for sharing his deck. That's exactly the kind of sort of friendly, helpful attitude that we really love to see here. And I found I had some redundant arc juice. I just put it in the glass. Oh, that's better. Throat is killing me. Oh, this phone is moving so slowly. Come on, you can do it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to put this thing in the freezer when we're done here. I used to have to do that all the time in Japan. My ACs in my flat there weren't properly installed, so yeah, when it was summertime it got really hot and my phone used to overheat while I was playing like Clash Royale, and I just and throw it at the screen, not the screen, the wall, toss it over the balcony, brain some of the children playing down below in the playground. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Put that over there. You might share a deck of your own, Lucarcraft, for opinions on it? Yep, absolutely. I think everybody would be interested to see it and help out, if you still have it. All right. Okay, so here's me. Now the question is, where on earth is my... do I find my own name? Very good deck. Strong deck, Pegasus. Let me take a look at that. A Magician Mask field deck. Oh yeah, no, that's the same one. Yeah. I am so far. Am I? I haven't been playing that much. I just play a little bit every day. Maybe it's in here. You're on stage 7. Oh yeah, there it is. It's the Arcadian with a space. You can see up there at the very top. Nice. I might frequently use cards. Oh yeah, if everybody wants to be super jealous, if they know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaze upon my axe radar. UR card. I quite like him. Okay, so yes, the Arcadian, the space Arcadian. If anybody wants to add me as a friend in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, by all means, please do so. How can you check a deck while playing another one? I don't think you can. It was a Christmas event deck, and I actually lost to a Christmas match card. I remember you telling me about that. Surprised the battery hasn't dropped yet, especially after it overheated. Well, it is plugged in. It's a good phone. It's brand new, but whoosh. Done. Okay, cool. You sent a friend request. Excellent. Well, it hasn't popped in just yet, but I'm assuming it's just going to take a while because it's just running incredibly slowly. So we'll just pop back into MABINOGI Duel for now, just so that it remains a MABINOGI Duel stream. Okay, but that is basically it. Unless anybody has any questions, suggestions, queries, requests, anything like that. What am I playing, man? I was just in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because RGBS wanted to see my username, so he could send me a friend request. I really like strategy games and card games in particular. So when Duel Links came out, I was like, "Ooh, yay, let's try that." And I really enjoy it. They're moving very, very slowly through the cards and through the generations, so they haven't just dived straight into the whole, pendulum. I go first, I win, haha. But yeah, I'm jumping back into MABINOGI Duel now. So, yes, if anybody has any questions, suggestions, requests, anything like that, ask me now. Otherwise, the stream will finish soon. Have I got a PS4 Bank of Mafia? I do indeed. It's right there. I've even done a couple of streams on it on Final Fantasy 15 and Dying Light. Although I'm really into Let It Die right now. Have I ever played Sins of a Solar Empire? I think so. Yes. Although to me, the pinnacle of that kind of space-based strategy game will always be Masters of Orion 2. Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Anon? Yes, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It just came out in Europe, I think, last week. Have I tried out Mean Mage Lily? No. I haven't, I don't think. We didn't try it in the stream, did we? No. I took a look at her, but unfortunately her ability only ever activates after 2 turns at every single level. So Cheshire's just better. There's no reason to use Mean Mage Lily when you could be using a Witch Cheshire. She's just a worse version of Cheshire. And I mean, turning one enemy creature into an alpaca every 2 turns, it's not useful. It's not a handy skill to have on the board. Which is a shame because I really do wish the alpaca was more viable. It's such a cute little face. I mean, so many light cards I really wish were way more viable than they were. I love alpaca. I wish that you could actually use him properly. I love fighter. I think that art is fantastic. I'd love to be able to use him properly. There's no point. And I love dancer. Dancer's fantastic art-wise, but again, the stats and the cost just mean that she's complete null as well. Have I played Empire Earth 2? No, I haven't. Have I played Bloodborne? Yes. I absolutely love that Dark Souls, Demon Souls game. I played I played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2. I haven't gotten around to Dark Souls 3 yet, though. You tried her and she does good in PvG. Yeah, I mean, against the AI, whenever I look at the viability of a card, I always look at it from a PvP perspective, because technically you can make literally anything work in PvG if you build around it correctly. So, yeah, I'm sure she would do fine in PvG. But even there, Cheshire's just better. So if you're looking for a quick way to punch up through the rookie arena and you have you're like, oh, Mean Mage, no, just go for Cheshire. If you're just looking for fun, then yeah, by all means. I mean, I have a bunch of absolutely ridiculous decks that I use in here. I have one that uses mana leakage, for God's sake. Nobody uses mana leakage, but I like it. It's fun. Alpaca is better to have on your opponent's battlefield than Black Cat. They're both much of a much. Having an alpaca on your opponent's battlefield or a black cat on your opponent's battlefield, neither one of them is going to swing the battle. Their attack values are so similar that you're not going to lose just because you summoned a black cat instead of an alpaca. Less attack, no resource generation effect. The black cat's resource generation effect almost never activates. Bloodborne stream next time. If people want a Bloodborne stream, I would be more than happy to do that. Not during the week, but I am happy to do sort of like subscriber streams where I either play against subscribers, with subscribers, or subscribers request games. I'm happy to do that over the weekend. So if people want Bloodborne streams, then let me know and I'll do it on like Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Yeah, I love the game as well. I mean, I think it's fantastic. I've enjoyed all the Dark Souls games that I've played, but I think Bloodborne's just the one that's nailed it the best so far. Yeah, so let's take a look at some of these ridiculous decks. So actually, yeah, here's a pretty like rough deck that uses the full recovery potion, which I was talking about earlier. It's not the best deck by any stretch of the imagination, but actually it does a surprising amount of work. You wouldn't think it to look at it, but it's not bad. No, PoEs and Passive Exile streams next. I was first. It was very true, Nib Nib. You were indeed first. Yes. This week is all Mabinogi Duel week anyway. Yep, it is. So tomorrow there's going to be a PVG stream. I will create a fun PVG deck that can get you 10 consecutive win streaks. And what I'll probably do is I'll do the first like 8 fights just by myself, and then I'll record the last 2. And that's going to be tomorrow. And we'll see if people are interested in that. And then Thursday, another stream. And then Friday, it depends on you guys. I can do a stream highlights video. I can do a story mission walkthrough video. I could do anything. Okay, RGBS, see you, and I'll never tell. Can I do a quick review of my decks? Look, Arkwright. I can. Half of them I don't use anymore. I get bored with decks very, very quickly, so I'm constantly just building new ones. I almost never fight like 2 or 3 seasons or rounds in a row with the same decks. I scrap them and I start again, except for the ones I feel nostalgic about because I had them right back at the beginning. But yeah, I can go through some of them. You like Mabinogi more than any other game, Calpesh? Well, it shows because you're good at it. And I'm doing it right now, kind of, Lucarcray. You may explain to me a description on an FOD season card name, Adventurer Tia. Yes. Oh, yes, that's the mutant hunting card, isn't it? A lion Mabinogi Duel, yeah. Yes. Adventurer Tia. I don't think I have her because she's not a good card. But I'll double check quickly. When you summon Tia, it moves in front of the closest mutant. Yeah. And then she puts it into a Jack-in-the-Box, I think. Or a gift box. Something like that, right? The problem, it was like a Jack-in-the-Box. Yeah, and I don't have Tia. You're playing her right now. She's hilarious. Yeah, she is funny. But I mean, it's RNG. So you use somebody like Adventure Tia when you just want to muck around. Because every single time I used her and she put the thing into the box or whatever she puts them into, whenever they came out of the box, it was the same creature again. It was like, okay, so I just regenerated its health points. You can thank me later. Top chatter before I go. Nib Nib, I can't tell top chatter, unfortunately, right now, because I'm doing this on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I can't use Nightbot. I'm seeing if I can work a bot into the restream chat, though. I'm losing track of the thing. It's on the shop. It's in the shop booster at the moment, is it? Oh, interesting. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, when you play Tia, I remember now. If you play Tia and there is another mutant more than 3 slots away, she will move in front of the mutant and she will turn the mutant into a Jack-in-the-Box. You can use her to kill, though, similar to the homing pigeon. Yeah, you can use her to shunt people out of the way, absolutely. Yeah. No, yeah, commands won't work, unfortunately, Nip Nip. Restream does have a bot functionality, but I wasn't confident enough to muck around with it. I will do so now, though. Zombie Charger is really good, though. I like Zombie Charger. I'm not sure I'd take him into like Platinum PvP, but he is a lot of fun. Also, I used Tia in one of your lab decks on your first lab video. Yes, I did. That's why I remembered vaguely about her. But yeah, every time I used her, she just put the thing into the Jack-in-Box, and then the thing would just pop right back out of the Jack-in-Box as a fully healed creature. I was like, oh, for the love of... Along with Bluesy, Floozy, and Zombie Charger. Yeah, I was making I think I decided I was going to make like a movement-based deck, didn't I? So I just picked all of the lab cards that moved around the battlefield. Bluesy, Floozy, and Zombie Charger I did really enjoy when I did the lab video. Adventure Tia, not so much. Not so much. But, I mean, as Shinster says, she has her uses. I just kept wanting to throttle her to death. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Some of my decks. This is like... I don't remember the last time I used this one, actually. But you can give it a try yourself. It's actually a lot of fun. And does a surprising amount of work. Let's see. Do I have any others? I'm using. I stripped out a whole bunch a little while ago. This one was hilarious. I used this one for like 3 weeks going through daily missions. It's just pure assassin. And then I threw in Skathak, but I actually never ended up using her. It's really like basically the assassin Shastra and the formation move. I used this one like months and months and months ago. It's a lot of fun though. I mean, it's missing 3 cards, but I didn't need them. And the mana leakage using the old Ash and Dust. I haven't really touched that since they nerfed them, unfortunately. This is the one that I had, I think, open at the beginning. This is an old Rookie Arena top 10 deck of mine, actually. Using Warlord, surprise, surprise. Again, I mean, it's fine, it's very, very basic. But it does the job well. If we do a PvG fight next stream, then maybe I'll end up using that one. What else? Do I have anything else that's actually worthwhile? I mean, most of these I've made videos about already. The Bluesy Floozy Warlords one I showed last stream, the Shadow Vampire Capture, Vampire Camp, yeah, these are all old videos. And then there's some really, really old stuff down in the PvP arena. Yeah. As I say, I scrapped the majority of my decks just so I could try weird things. You probably won't even use your deck on daily missions. You can see Tia get used to stall and get surprise kills, indeed, but that's all. Yeah. I mean, the problem is that when she puts them into Jack-in-Box, when you kill the Jack-in-the-Box, the creature pops right back up out again. Shastra sells surprisingly well in shops. Yeah, she's one of those cards that newbies tend to flock towards because she looks awesome. And her ability sounds amazing. She's just really, really hard to get it to activate. Goes really fast for 20k, yeah. Any useful deck for Veteran Arena Platinum? Not at the moment, no. I haven't done Veteran Arena in, I think, 2 or 3 months. I found that it was exhausting me. I couldn't do 15 fights a day, 3 days in a row. I was just going out of my mind. So I only really do Rookie and PvP Standard Arena these days. And that's really just to get, platinum for the Rookie very quickly, and then gold very quickly for the PvP, just so I can get gems and cards cycled through. But, yeah, I mean, if people want Veteran Arena Platinum level decks, then, yeah, I can put some together, absolutely. I can jump back in. Well, you don't need to kill the Jack. No, you don't, but Tia's in front of it. So you either kill the Jack or she's going to do it. I say, she's a useful enough card, right? You've got a heavy guy, the dude puts a blocker in front of it who happens to be a mutant. You can use Tia to push your finisher out of the way, but... okay, Lukaku, see ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Kestrel, hi. We're finishing the stream, unfortunately. Tia has 0 tag, does she? I remember her actually having more tag. Well, it kind of almost works out in the same way, unfortunately, anyway, because you're basically playing a creature just to turn another creature into a Jack-in-the-Box. I mean, you might as well just use Turn to Frog for all the good it does in that sense. So moving people out of the way is useful, but... You've just taken up a slot on your field and one of your 12 cards to transform a mutant. Just doesn't seem like it's a useful use to me anyway. Veteran Arena is a waste of time. It is if you are trying to get gold and gems and booster packs and things like that. It's not so great. But, I mean, if you like Veteran Arena, then go for it. You know, if that's if you find that fun. Yeah, sorry, Kestrel. If you can turn up like a couple of hours earlier on Thursday, we're having another stream then. So, unless there are any more questions now, I think that's a good time to finish up. We've dropped down to like 17 viewers, which is still significantly more than I thought we would have at this point. Well, I think everyone's getting kind of tired and they want to wander off. She's not great, but funny and unexpected cards sometimes get unexpected wins. I agree with you. Honestly, the game is all about having fun. If you enjoy using cards like Tia and so on and so forth, then absolutely have at you. I really, really want to see more people using more unusual cards. There's only so often that you can see Light Elf Triss +1 before you start wanting to push your head through a window. But yeah, go for what's fun. Go for just what works for you. I personally can stand Tia, but that doesn't mean I'm dictating that everybody else shouldn't play her. Fun is the name of the game. Thanks for today's stream. Really enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Twilight, for stopping by the stream, and thank you very much for the Mana Death Cloud. I really do appreciate it. That card is no doubt going to turn up in more than a few streams and videos in the future. Bye-bye, Bank of Mafia. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it and getting so involved. And hopefully we'll see you on Thursday. See you, Kalpesh. Thanks for the fight. Even if you did win. See you on Thursday, I hope. And to everybody else, we will stop there. So thank you so much for watching the response, and hello and bye Will and bye Nip. Thank you so much for the response. Just stopping by, watching, getting involved in the chat. It honestly means the world to me. This is what I do this for, just to have people show up and just have fun and talk to each other and discover new strategies, new cards that they may not otherwise have thought about. Even if those cards are adventure to you. So, thank you for watching. If you want to see another stream, there will be another one on Thursday at 3 p.m. GMT, so just make sure that you know when that is in your time zone. GMT is British time. Bye-bye, Shinster. Don't worry, I'm going to keep spreading the weird decks. And glad the snipers weren't fast enough, Twilight. So, thank you once again to everybody for watching, and I hope we can see you all again on Thursday. Until then, have fun and good luck. Thanks, guys.
Yes, it's that amazing.